Super Earth, our home. Prosperity. Liberty. Hi there. Democracy. Our way of life. Oh, hello. But freedom doesn't come free. No! Sweet liberty! No! Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. You could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force. See exotic new life forms. And spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy. Become a hero.
I want to be a hero.
Become a legend.
I want to be a legend.
Become a Helldiver.
I want to be a doggone Helldiver. Not the cousin lover accent, he says. Yo, that's crazy. What's up, everybody? What the hell is the Ra? I want to be a Helldiver Ra. Is that because you're a Super... Was that the Super Saiyan Ra? Alright, we're here on a Saturday, boys. I'm surprised nobody said that. Nobody said, what? It's a Saturday. What are you doing? It's a... You guys, you gotta, never mind. Oh, free stuff. I feel like we already had a cape that looked like this. Another purple cape? That's interesting. Oh my god, it looks different in here. Oh, that's broken. I can see the damn sparks through the floor. Wait, they broke the gate. I can see the sparks through my dude. I'm all sparkly. What up, Cap? Who was first today, by the way? I know they're Layden, first in the house. I see you, Layden, on a Saturday. All right, I see you. I see you whining and grinding. How's everybody doing today? How you guys doing on this fine day? My camera's crooked. Hold up. Hang on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Is that straight? Are we straight? Nah, that's crooked too. Hang on. Yo, what up, Turkey? It has been a hot minute, huh? Is that good? Hang on. Nah, that's the spot right there. All right. Today, the plan is we just have fun. I'll try to have a good day today. We're just gonna do some storytelling while shooting bugs in the face. Story time. So my story for today. Hang on. Hold that thought. All right, we back. So my story for today is, I think, it's not really a story, more like a glimpse into the future. Before we get a bunch of people here that shows up, just for you guys who are first, the story's for you guys. It's not really a story though, glimpse into the future. So I got an idea for a video. As some of y'all who were here the other day, what? Damn, your thumbnail's so good, I thought there was a new... Would you think there was a new Helldivers comic? Is it that good? Or are you just like toting me up? It does. Thank you, my friend. I love it when y'all compliment me on my damn thumbnails. All right, so no story time. I take it back. I lost it. I lost the urge to give y'all story time. Y'all just gotta hang out for me now and not for my stories. Maybe we'll do it later. I don't know. How's everybody doing tonight, though? Man, my favorite planet's gone. No, not Fact Bay. Anything but Fact Bay. No. I mean, we did get Gratria back. For you guys that know me from, like, way back in the day, when I was just a little Helldiver, Before I was max level, Gatria was my home planet. I used to call it Gatria, or Gataria is what I used to call it. Gataria. And I used to always dive here, always. Recently, I don't think I want to deal with the modifier that you can't use stratagems. And I don't know how I ever endured that in the past. So anyway, we're going to be diving here today. If we're feeling froggy, we might hop on over and do some other factions. We've been doing that a lot recently. But today, we gonna start on the bug front, you know, per the usual. Can you go up? Per the usual. All right, we got oil. Ooh, perfect. We got oil. What do we got over here?
This operation will.
Okay, oil's it. Oil's the go up. Oil's the choice. Gataria is the new Crimsica. Nah, Crimsica is the new. No, Turkey. Gataria's always been first. Super credit farming planet? Yes, that was the super credit farming planet. This is true. They finally took our fact bay away. This is tough. Tough times out here. Anybody, I mean, anyway, everybody, I combined every day with anybody. English. Yo, you know what? Talking about English.
Successful.
Can we talk about how crazy the English language is? Do you know what? I was watching a TikTok making fun of how some words are spelled the same as other words, but pronounced completely differently. And though I can't think of any examples right off the top of my head, I was reading through the comments talking about it, and people were saying that the English language isn't learned to read, it's studied and memorized. And it's so damn true. You can't just read letters and pronounce a damn English word. I'm like, I don't know any other languages, but I'm curious if other languages are like that, or if that's just the English language. You literally can't just read letters and pronounce all words. Some words you can, not all words. Because some words just need to be memorized because they're pronounced not how they're spelled. Y'all ever think about that? I don't know, whatever. We're moving on. Here we go, dropping in. Just thought that was interesting. I wanted to do something today, but I don't remember. I had a plan. Oh, HMG. Oh, I got something. This is the whole reason I wanted to go. Well, I mean, you guys are the whole reason I wanted to go live today. I don't typically, Saturday is my day off. Saturday is my day away from you guys, all right? Saturday is the day that I usually choose to ditch y'all. But I'm gonna be honest. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I miss those little guys. I miss you guys. I miss my chatties. So I showed up just for you guys. But part of it was I had a build I wanted to try. There's a build I want to do. So HMG emplacement combined with EMS, right? This is probably not going to work, but hear me out. The problem with the HMG emplacement is it gets swarmed from every angle. If you EMS strike yourself, it doesn't damage you or anything, but thanks for missing me. You're welcome, Rooks. Rooks, I'd miss you more if you would have said, hey, awesome thumbnail, but you didn't, you little bastard. You little bastard, you. That's okay. You'll find some act right one of these days. Anyway, EMS strike. I'm going to try to combine it with this thing and see if it's probably not going to work. But I got to try. Also, I am going to be bringing my mines because, you know, Old Faithful and all. We'll see what we can get into here today. Build seems strong enough. Let's see if it works. I just want to see if this goes well. Hang on. I want to put them side by. This is throwing me off. Hang on. I'm going to go red, green instead of green, green. Instead of blue, green, red, it's going to be blue, green, red, green. Does that make sense, everybody? That's the plan. Add colors. All right, I got to color coordinate things. Hang on. I'm always color coordinating, always. All right, the color coordination has been finished. We're dropping in. Yo, by the way, King Big Guy, how you doing tonight? How you doing on this fine? So you and Suki. Suki, I saw you up in the comments. How you guys doing tonight? Who else did I miss? Raphael said hi. I see you, Raphael. Cap. Up and downers. We got Rat up in the house. Oh, snap. We got Tyrell. I miss you completely, Tyrell. I see you now, brother. Appreciate you joining us. Did I miss anybody? Turkey. I got you already, Turks. I think I hit all the spots there. $1.50 in the house. And Raptor. What up, Raptor? How you doing, $1.50? Alright, what the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna wait, let's get a backpack. I always put one. I almost use a third 4-slot turrets. I'm here eating pasta. Good mech video. Thank you, Porky. It was yes, Thank you, Porky. You were there. You were there. Hang on. I always put one. I will most use on third and fourth slot, like turrets. Yes, I do the same thing. Because when you pull the list up, they come down towards the center of the screen. So I want my most use slots towards the bottom. Really, I don't do most use towards the bottom. What I do is the longer ones, typically. I didn't do that today with HMG and play. Longer, I put the shorter cool... Yes, I do. I do what you said, because shorter cooldowns I put down there. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Last night I woke up at 2 a.m. to buy a mouse just for it to be sold out in 2 minutes. Damn, that must have been a badass mouse. Fire thumbnail, by the way. Thank you, Layden. It's a little bit different than my normal meme style, but it was fun to make, and that's what's important. Not everything has to be the meme. You got to switch it up. It's important to switch up the things sometimes. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to drop stuff here, and then we're going to drop this here somewhere on a rock somewhere where it's open. Let's drop it here. And then we're going to EMS strike that sumbitch right there. Boom. Now, if this works, this will be the new most epic thing I've ever done in my new go-to strat. Let's see. Hopefully that can stop a charger from charging. Oh my god, they're just sitting there. Lambs to the slaughter! How long is this gonna last for? Oh my god, this strategy is awesome. New favorite strategy unlocked, boys. Okay, it's already gone. How long was that? Was that like 10 seconds? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if 10 seconds was long enough. I think this shirt might be too baggy. My controller's sliding around on the shirt. I might have to change. I really wanted to see if that EMS was going to stop a charger. Sadly, please don't charge that. Please don't charge that. Please, you bastard! Sadly, charger didn't show up, so, you know. I mean, he's here now. Better late than never, I guess. We shall experiment more on the next bug breach. Minute and 30 till we get the next HMG. If I play my cards right, I should have an HMG emplacement for every bug breach, giving me the most fun possible. What did I miss here? Y'all talking amongst each other? After, you should see how the Rigora Bay campaign is going. Are you talking about the major order, $50? The major order's over. The major order has been won. We were gifted a purple cape for the major order, if that's what you're asking. $50. Mr. $50, sir. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. No, this is currently going on right now. So you're not talking about a major order. You're just talking about taking a planet for funsies. Ah, we got another bug breach, just what I wanted. Let the party commence. How long I got? 17 seconds.
Last reload.
Three seconds, boys. It's about to go down. Drop that right there. Drop one of these. I do feel like this would be a little bit more effective if there was like a charger charging me. But I guess as long as I'm set up, I could probably kill a charger before it gets here. I'm kind of digging this setup. The EMS is definitely making the HMG emplacement feel a lot safer for the 10 seconds that shit lasts anyway. I do wish the EMS would last longer than 10 seconds. That didn't even feel like a full 10 seconds. That might have been less. That might have been like 7. But 7 seconds gives me time to set up without getting bamboozled. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I like it. I hear a Biotitan coming behind me. Got him. Do I have ammo? I don't have ammo for the Biotitan. Basically, the Illuminate are trying to expand to the void. Stop them in the neck. EMS mortar? EMS mortar just shoots too wildly. Even if you're marking targets, specifically telling it where to shoot, that doesn't work very effectively. EMS mortar not really good. What up, Ed? Always love to see you in the chat, Ed. You're one of my favorites sometimes. I feel like I caught you slipping the other day, but maybe it was somebody else. I don't know. What up? I'm glad to have you regardless, Ed. Every day is a restart, even if you slipped up the other day. Not saying you did, just saying I think you did. What up, Dom Lee? I wonder if the bugs would work in crawfish boil. It's probably an acquired taste.
Last reload.
Watch this headshot, boys. Watch. Watch! They call me Deadshot for... Bro, he took the high ground. I'm gonna get it anyway. Nah, I messed that up. Nah, I messed that up completely. Hang on. Round 2. Round... Give me... Come on, put... Right there. That's the one. Oh, yeah. Right there. Oh! Right in the gizzard. Alright, let's begin the mission. I feel like the bugs are rather chill today, and I like it. Gort! What up, Gort? How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the party, Mr. Gort. I am kind of regretting bringing this, this primary. Not that it's not a good primary. I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling shotguns today. I kind of wish I would have brought something else. Thank you, Layden. Loving your gameplay? Oh, thank you so much, Warren. I appreciate that. We love compliments around here. Dang it, man. These impalers are annoying because this gun's not that great at taking out impalers. Oh well, we'll just use this then. I love the gunship swarms, by the way. Those are my favorite automatons. The gunships are the whole reason I ever play on automatons when I do. Check out my shooting, boys. Check out my shooting. You! Got him! Are they bug breaching again? Must be my birthday. Alright, the party continues, boys! We're gonna throw this down to Frazzle. And then we're gonna throw one of these down to Razzle Dazzle. That's the secret, boys. It's all about the Razzle Dazzle. Throw this down. Now that charger shouldn't be able to charge me, but we'll see what happens. Boom. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Does he get stunned? I mean, technically he got gassed. Oh my god, I really like the EMS. Oh, the EMS might be my new favorite stratagem, boys. Plus the gas. The EMS stuns and the gas confuses. The combo of the two goes so hard. Hey, quit dodging. Oh my god. Oh my god, do best build, boys. For real though, right, Layden? Because the problem with the HMG emplacement, the primary problem is chargers. They charge your if a charger charges you, you can't kill him in time because it takes forever. He'll just kill it. But the EMS, the idea behind it was for the EMS to stop a charger from insta-killing your turret, so that I could kill everything. And so far, the gas has stopped the chargers. I haven't needed the EMS for that. But the EMS is great nonetheless. Bro will make use of all blue shells in Seaf. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right, the Seaf shells could be useful. I might be here a while. Should I drop more ammo? Decisions. Local storage. Transfer station. Go for full clear? No, Warren. I don't do full clears unless I'm paid to do so. We don't do that for free around these parts, sir. I appreciate the suggestion, though. I appreciate the input. I'm going to kindly protest against your request and say no. The no is my protest. We don't do that nonsense around. I can tell you, is this your first day here, Warren? This must be your first day. We don't do that stuff around here, sir. Ain't nobody trying to go on no damn Easter egg hunt for no damn bug holes, all right?
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
I'd do it if you paid me to do it. I ain't doing it for free, and I don't work for cheating either. I ain't doing it for no damn $1.99. I might work for $5, but I ain't working for no $1.99. Be warned, all right? Fair warning. Full clear. You know what? $10. I won't do it for $5 either. $10 and up if y'all want to see a full clear. I shall not be doing that for free. It's a lot of effort for a whole little bit of fun. Alright. Done. We're on to the next one. $200 for full clears. I like it. I like the way you think, Gort. If anybody wants to see Solo do a full clear, it's going to cost you 200 smackaroos. What up, medic? How you doing, my friend? Glad to have you here today. Damn, I should have restocked before I left. Crap. I got another supply backpack. It's fine. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just take out this bug breach. We'll just take them out. I almost got taken out. Yeah, go from there. Oh, that one's got no ammo in it. Crap. No! Can I get him? Can I get him? Please! Damn it! Damn it! I just wanted to get you going. Yo, Warren! I don't typically allow people to get me going in the chat. Just a fair warning for you, Warren. Little fair warning for you. I don't typically allow people to do things like that. I demand respect in my chat, just for the future. I'm gonna let you slide this time because you probably didn't know. But I ain't the kind of person that lets people mess with me. Just so you know, Warren. We demand respect around here, good sir. Fair warning, sir. Fair warning, sir. No hard feelings just yet. All right, I'm gonna drop this on this dude's head. Boom. I'm gonna drop this on this dude's head. Boom. Come on, man. Come on! What did I drop over here anyway? Ammo? I dropped ammo and a backpack? What am I thinking?
Last reload!
I'm doing pretty good today, my friend. Thank you for asking. How are you doing, medic? Trying to level up primaries, and some of these are extremely painful. I don't know why anybody would use a gun just to see number go higher. I use guns that I think are fun. I think it's very strange to use a gun that you guys don't think is fun at all just to see number go up. I feel like that's a very strange thing. I know there's a lot of people that want to do it. I'm not calling y'all weirdos or anything, all right? It's not like I'm out here saying you guys are a bunch of degenerative... I'm not. I'm sorry. I took it too far there. I don't think y'all are weirdos. I'm just saying I don't understand it. I've never in my life had the desire to use something or play something that I don't feel like playing with absolutely no long-term reward from it. If I don't have some sort of reward as a payoff, I ain't doing that shit. And using a weapon that you don't enjoy using just to level up to 25 with absolutely no reward because you plan on never using it again is a very strange thing to do in my opinion. But that's just me. I ain't calling y'all a bunch of weirdos or nothing. I'm just saying I don't understand it. We're gonna move on. Aren't we weirdos already? We play Helldivers. Of course we're weird. I don't know about that comment there, medic. I don't think people are weirdos for playing Helldivers. Can you explain how people... Medic, you got to explain that one. How are people weirdos for playing Helldivers? Is it like... Are you saying people who play video games are weirdos? Or are you saying, like, just, like, Helldivers specifically, you're a weirdo? Like, what are you trying to say with that statement? Like, you're not calling gamers a weirdo, are you, medic? Because that ain't cool. But if you're calling people that play Helldivers a weirdo while you're watching a Helldiver streamer who streams basically only Helldivers, that's also a weird comment, medic. I don't think there's any way we could word that where that wasn't a weird-ass comment. It was a joke? Oh, you probably shouldn't do jokes anymore, medic. That was a terrible joke. How was that? Can you... Hang on. So your defense to the weird-ass thing you said, medic, was it was a joke. Listen, I gotta call shit out when I smell shit, and I'm smelling it, alright? I call it out loud. I'm just a realist like that. Don't get offended, but do explain. How the hell was that a joke? Like, you can't just, like, dodge the entire question of saying some weird shit just by saying it was a joke. That's not a good explanation. How? How is you calling everybody who plays Helldivers a weirdo? How is that a joke? Like, in any way, shape, or form. I need to understand the thought process there. Because you just be saying shit to say it sometimes, and I need to understand what that's all about. Come on, explain yourself. Come on, medic. You said the thing. Now step up to the plate and explain why you said the thing, medic. All the smiley faces and shit. Explain yourself. Come on. Explain yourself. I'm gonna drop some landmines here for the future. Boom. Medic! Explain yourself, sir. How you gonna call everybody a weirdo, and then your only defense of calling everybody weirdo is, it was a joke. So you just think you could say whatever the hell you think you could say? Just go around saying everything willy-nilly, and just because you say it's a joke, that shit's okay? Banned for life! Banned for life! Unless you explain yourself with a good explanation. We'll wait. I said we are all just weirdos. That's all. You didn't. That's not what you said, though. That's not what you said. If you would have said we're all just weirdos, first off, that's not really a joke. It's kind of a joke. But it would have been a better joke than say people who play Helldivers are weirdos. That's not a good joke. That's a shitty joke. Explain yourself, for I'll ban your ass for life. You don't talk about my people that way. Banned for life. Never to speak again. Oh my God, there was a lot of dudes in there. Yo, my trident just would not kill those guys, by the way. It just wasn't working. Where's my 500 super credits? Alright, medic, listen. Listen, medic, listen. I ain't gonna ban you for life, alright? Because I don't know if you deserve that. But I am gonna be honest, medic. I'm asking you a bunch of questions. You're not answering any of the questions. You're saying random shit. I'm gonna be honest. I need a break from you, medic. I need a break from you. So, I'm gonna put you in timeout for like 10 minutes just because I need a break from your ass right now. Where you at? We'll put his ass in the hole. Guards, seize him! Guards! I got any guards in the chat? Seize his ass to the hole. Put him in the hole for 10 minutes. I can't take no more of this guy. To the hole. We got any guards? Perfect. He's been seized by King Big Guy. He said, wait! Nope, I gave you plenty of chances to explain yourself. You didn't do it. To the hole you go. Next time, explain yourself better, sir. The king has spoken. 10 minutes in the hole. Oh, I found a free machine gun. Let's go. Hear ye, hear ye. Banished to the Shadow Realm. Only 10 minutes, though. It's just a slight, what do you call it? It's a slight cornering. Cornering. You know when you stick a little kid in the corner and they're in trouble? I like to put my chatters in the corner when they're doing things that are like not too bad, but like relatively annoying. I like to put them in the corner, like you put a little kid in the corner. I love it. I'm really good at punishments. I'm actually a father, and I used to be the way I was raised. Story time. The way I was actually raised, all of my parents, and I've had a lot of them because my mom was a hoe, so I've had a lot of daddies. Whoo, that was too much information. I just made kind of a lot of it up. I don't know. I would consider it a lot of daddies, but not a lot of people would consider a lot of daddies. We're not going to go into the lore of it. I'm going to just say I've had a lot of experiences, all right? And I have never had a parent. I have never had a parent that didn't just beat their kids whenever they did something wrong, right? I have never had a parent that was creative with punishments. It was always just whip out a wooden spoon or whip out a belt. Or if you didn't have none of that shit, just use their hand and slap the shit out you, all right? That's just been my experience. My entire lore of growing up was just me getting my ass whooped by different parents, because I've had a lot of them. Because of what I said previously. Anyway, so as a father, I was like, man, if my kid ever acts up, I'm gonna beat the shit out that little motherfucker. No, I didn't say that. I'm exaggerating. I didn't say that. But I was always like, you know, if my kid deserves a spanking, I'm gonna give him a spanking. I no longer think that way. I no longer think that way for whatever reason. Anytime I come across like a TikTok or some sort of video of someone punishing their child and scaring them by holding a belt or holding a spoon, nowadays, now I'm not judging y'all, right? I'm judging y'all a little bit. Nowadays, I just look at that and I find it like really irresponsible. I no longer think it's responsible to punish kids with by hitting a kid. I don't think it's responsible. Do I think it's completely wrong? No, because some people are just stupid, they don't know any better. I don't think it's completely wrong to do it. I do think it's irresponsible though, because there's so much creative ways that you can punish a child without physically hurting that child. I was in the military, and military is all about creative punishments. So So now whenever I see like a video of someone threatening a kid with a belt or saying you're gonna get the belt if you keep it up, I just look at it like, man, that's just so irresponsible. You can't think of a better punishment than that. I don't know, maybe it's a me thing. Like I said, I'm not judging y'all. If there's some of y'all out there to spank your kids still and stuff. I thought my whole life I thought I was gonna be a kid spanker. But I've come to learn that there's just a better way of doing things, right? With a little creativity, there is much better ways of doing things. And I no longer believe in it anymore, is all I'm saying. It is what it is. It is what it is. I have learned to do better. Anyway, because I'm rather creative with my punishments, and I no longer require physical pain to be a punishment, it also makes me really good at punishing you little shits whenever y'all get out of line. To the corner! I can stick y'all in the corner whenever I want, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. I can even increase y'all's time. It's great. I love it. Punishments for everybody. Yo, what up, Hood? Welcome to the party, my friend. Better late than never. Yo, $50. There's a code word for that, sir. You don't know the code word by now? Come on, man. You're slacking. Where's my code word, $50? $50 slipping. Most of the time, timeout or a punishment hat. There's a trick. I'm not saying, by the way, with what I said earlier, I'm not saying that physical force is never necessary. I'm not a candy ass either. Like, if my child gets old enough where he can like physically hurt me or someone in my family, and my child does something like hit somebody, and I tell him no, stop hitting, and the punishment isn't working, and he's swinging on somebody, by all means, I'll whoop that little shit's ass, all right? I'm not saying physical force is never necessary no matter what. I'm just saying it's usually not necessary, and people need to do better. People need to do better. There's better ways to punish kids normally. Not every time. Sometimes you just got a badass kid that needs an ass whooping. But those times are a lot rarer than people perceive them to be. They're not very common, boys. They're not. That's not a very common thing. Usually, a kid doesn't deserve to be beaten on, whether it be with a belt, a hand, or a stick or something. It doesn't. Usually, it doesn't matter. What's going on with Turkey? What'd I miss? Damn it! I forgot to drop the thing. Now this charger's gonna kill my thing. No, not the gun, please! Oh my god, that was so close. Got him. Oh, there's a Bile Titan. Hang on, hold that thought. Solo wasn't in the military. It is you being one-armed. Hang on. Oh my god, what a shot. He didn't die though. Crap. Watch this. Watch what I do to him. Watch what I do to him. Watch what I do to him, boys. Hold him steady right here. Hang on. I gotta scoot him up just a little bit. They call me the Bile Titan Guru. Watch. Watch, I'm gonna... I didn't mean to do that. Damn it! I didn't mean to do that!
Out of ammo.
Man, my whole skip was just messed up. Oh, man.
Last reload.
Crap! Alright, well, back to the objective. Yo, what's up, Victor? Yo, Brutal Faith. How you doing, my friend?
How'd you like to take your
Welcome! Welcome to the party! Yo! Yo, Brutal Faith! You just gonna show up at someone's house without knocking? How you just not gonna knock? Rude as shit! Get out my house! I'm just playing. Don't take offense to this. I'm doing a solo run. I'll catch you later, brother. Got him. Nah! Man, I haven't used the... Holy crap, there's a lot of bugs here. I haven't used the, Let me save that, actually. Shoot, I don't know the play here. There's a lot going on. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to drop some mines or something. Great video today. Thank you, Technician. That means a lot, brother. Because my videos don't listen, specifically, Mr. Dwarf. my videos don't get a lot of views, so I have been debating I'm stopping the videos because they kind of take a lot of effort to make. I gotta make them, I gotta do them. If I don't do it right, I gotta redo them. Then I gotta edit them. Then there's a lot of stuff that goes into uploading them. It's a lot of effort to put up videos, and they don't get a lot of views. But as long as I get a few people telling me how great they are, I'll keep them coming. So I appreciate you, Dorf. You're keeping them coming yourself, my friend. I appreciate that. That comment means a lot. All right, we're gonna drop another one of these.
Weapon emplacement on its way.
Do I have? Okay, we got ammo. We're good. Where's that impaler? I see him. Keep making them. I play them when I work from home. Yeah, as long as I got a small but great fan base for my videos, I'll try to keep them coming. It's just kind of a lot of effort. Like, videos are a lot more effort than a live stream. What do you think of the new cape? I mean, I think purple's cool. I like the color purple. I don't really know what much there's more to say about it. But it's cool to get a purple cape. I mean, we already had a purple cape. It's cool to have another one, though. It's nice to have choices. I hear another charger. Watch this shot, boys. Watch this shot. Never mind, he's dead. That weakling just bled out. So the HMG emplacement and the EMS strike might be my new go-to. I like it. I'm really liking this build. It feels very effective. Alright, I'm gonna just try to throw that, keep them distracted so I can get some stuff done here. A purple armor? That'd be pretty gangster. That'd be pretty pimp. P-I-M-P.
Last reload.
I want more white capes. White capes would be cool too. White is my favorite color. My car's white. How many people here seen my car? The other day, my car is, it's a very nice car, by the way, for you guys that don't know. Which makes a statement, it's not like I got nothing wrong with Hondas, but I'm not talking about I just got a white Honda. I have a heavily modified car, and it's just pure white. The rims are white. I can't even call them rims. They're like high quality wheels. The wheels on that car, listen. The wheels on my car were, I can't say it. My wheels were $10,000. Listen, I'm not rich, all right? I'm not rich, all right? I still live paycheck to paycheck because I spent all my money on the car. I just want to say, the wheels alone on my car were $10,000. Who was here? Who was here to witness the car the other day when I showed y'all? Who was here for that? How many of y'all see what I'm talking about? Do-do-do. Alright, I don't have landmines, so we're gonna have to completely rely on the HMG here. The car is so cool, like holy. I'm telling you, when you pay $10,000 for a set of wheels, you better hope that the rest of the car can look good to match. Car reveal again. I'm thinking about doing like a car TikTok. Not a TikTok, a car day. I'm thinking about having a day where I like sit in my car and do story times. Or like drive the car or something. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I got a really freaking nice car, and I'm thinking I might have to start using it for content. So I might start I'm really debating it. I'm really debating doing some sort of car content. He's back. Welcome back, medic. Damn, 86 kills. Damn, and that was without landmines too. Well, I mean, I had some over here, I guess. I like to fire this entire thing so that it disappears. That way I don't see it later, think it still has ammo, and it lets me down. Anyway, I need some ideas. If I was to start doing car content, what's the kind of car content you guys would see? Dude, this combo rips. So you really like the combo? You're not just hyping me up? You really like it, Layden? It hasn't let me down yet. Impalers and Bile Titans can still be kind of a problem. But not a huge problem, because the thing can definitely kill both of those things before they get close. You use the EMS to stun all the little guys, and then you can kill Bile Titans and Impalers before they get close enough to do anything for you. Only problem is the girthy cooldown. HMG emplacement has like a 3-minute cooldown or something. It's something ridiculous. So there's like it's like the same cooldown as a napalm barrage for some reason. It's really the only issue. If the cooldown was better, I would literally never leave home without my HMG. But yeah, the only punishments I know are soap in the mouth and stuff that wasn't fun. Yeah, my whole life, the only punishments I've known was, oh, you're bad, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. Is the only punishments I've ever experienced my entire life. My parents and people who ever watched me were never creative with punishments. But I have lived a long life, and I have learned to be more creative than that. I won't be beating the shit out of my kids unless they absolutely require it. Obviously, there is a situation that can occur where your kids just need to get the shit beaten out of them, right? One of those situations would be your kids beating the shit out of, like, your wife or something, right? If one of your kids is beating the shit out of your wife, you need to whoop that little motherfucker's ass, all right? But besides that, besides like something like that, there's better ways of punishing a kid. Usually there's worse ways. Like if you take a kid's phone away, that is significantly worse than giving them a couple whacks with a belt. It's much more long term. It definitely makes them think what they're doing way more than a belt would. I think hitting your kid is way out of date and unresponsible nowadays. I don't want to harp too much on it because we probably got a lot of people in here and they probably beat on their kids. I'm not judgmental. If you guys are in my chat right now and y'all beat on your kids, I want you guys to know I don't got no hard feelings towards y'all. I just know there's better ways nowadays. I was 100% going to be one of those people that rely on the belt to punish my kid. I've just learned better. I've learned better through experience. I've learned there's better ways of doing things. There's much more effective ways, and you don't look like a child beater, which is always a bonus, right? But simply, physical pain is very temporary. But if you take away someone's video games or phone or something like that, that is much longer lasting and makes them think a lot more. But my old school would lock me in this insane asylum room. It was a small one with a square... What? They locked you in prison? With a square window, all white walls. It wasn't fun. It would have been agitated a lot. Wait, I would have been agitated a lot. They would put me in the store. Depending on how long they put you in there, medic, that would explain why you're such a weirdo. Oh my god, that hit home. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I take that back. You say some weird shit, medic. I'm just saying. Oh, I feel bad about that one. I apologize, medic. I didn't mean to call you a weirdo. Listen. What I was trying to say was, there are tactics. There are tactics that the government uses to get information out of prisoners. Oh, okay. Wow, I was just kidding, medic. It was a joke. Calm down. You do bad jokes, I do bad jokes too. We do them together. Listen, medic. There are tactics that the government would use to get information out of prisoners, and locking a prisoner into an all-white room with bright lights and typically really annoying sounds is one of the tactics to use to interrogate prisoners. So I'm just saying, that sounds kind of messed up what you went through there. Back, heathens! Back, I say! Alright. Oh, an impaler. I love the EMS strike, not because it keeps the little guys off of me, because usually I could just kill them, but because it keeps the little guys off of me to give me time to deal with the bigger guys, specifically. So I don't got to worry about them for a couple of seconds while I can take out like a charging charger or a Bile Titan stomp in my way. Kobe!
Reload.
What was the best roast you heard? Me? Are you talking about my roast? When's the ice cream machine getting repaired at McDonald's? What? Are you trying to roast me, Medic? Why are you asking me about McDonald's? I like that you brought that up because I got a story time behind McDonald's. But I'm curious why you asked me about McDonald's. You wouldn't know you were getting interrogated. That's the glory about being interrogated. Is you don't have to know you're being interrogated. Actually, interrogations work better if you don't know you're being interrogated. They work best when you don't know it. Because if you don't know you're being interrogated, you resist more. I mean, you resist less, sorry. Uh-oh. No!
Helldivers outside extraction radius.
I'm gonna crash out. Oh, I'm gonna crash out. That's it. I'm stealthing the extract now. Nah, I'm stealthing it. I'm not doing that again. The extract shall be stealthed.
Deploying minefield. Deploying equipment package.
My God, that took a lot of time. Yo, Medic! I'm gonna be honest, Medic. Saying weird stuff like that gonna have me putting you in timeout again. Not because you're doing anything bad, just because I don't know how much I can handle these random ass comments, Medic. I don't know, man. You might have to put a little bit more heart. A little more heart behind the things that you say and not just shout random things. Maybe a little more soul in your comments, sir. Just shouting out random things. I don't know, Medic. Just shouting out random banana cream pie. Like, I don't know if just shouting random things is the play here, Medic. Gotta put some soul behind them comments, sir.
Firing non-lethal payload.
Alright. So normally I wouldn't be able to kill this charger before it got to me, but we're running EMS, which means we got all day, baby.
Say hello to democracy!
Why do people think I'm AI? Because you just say random shit. It's got no soul behind it. You represent AI very nicely. Like, if the people were trying to make AI and they didn't know how to make it, they could be like, Medic, can you work for us? And you could show them how to make that shit. The comments you say, everybody else is like generally curious. Like, oh my God, what's that charger? Oh, that was cool. But you just shout random shit, Medic. There's no soul behind the shit that you shout. You just type in just the type. You just type in for the love of the game, Medic. What am I doing here? We got 1 minute left. We'll just wait out the timer. It's not going well, boys. I'm getting bamboozled. It's my warm-up game. I'm gonna just wait out the timer. Oh!
Deploying minefield.
Last reload!
I got 38 seconds. Okay, I could drop one more ammo, too.
1 minute left. Destroyer beginning to lead.
What's my favorite? What? Sweet food. Yo, $1.50. As that was a completely random off-subject question, I'm gonna tell you this. That just got me killed, by the way. I'm gonna tell you this. I'll answer your question. Your completely random off-subject question that has no reason to be in this comment section right now. $1.50. I will answer your question if you could give me a good reason why you'd ask such a stupid-ass question, Mr. $1.50 hot dog. Give me a good reason behind why you'd ask such a stupid question, and then I'll answer your question. Until you come up with a reason why you would ask such a stupid question, the question shall not be answered. Go on, then. I'll wait. I'm a patient one. He said I can't breathe. I'm just trying to start a conversation. Exactly. That's not a bad answer, by the way. If that's the wrong answer, just so you know, $1.50, that is the wrong answer, but it's not a bad answer. You can be wrong and not be terribly bad at the same time. This is possible. But there are better ways to start a conversation. You could say something like, shit, actually, I'll be bad at starting a conversation too. You might need some tips from the chat. I don't know if I'd be the best at that. Oh, here's something. You could ask, Probably shouldn't ask questions to start a conversation. You know what? Here's the thing. Is you shouldn't be starting a whole ass conversation with someone who's in the thick of it and like everything's trying to kill them, right? You could ask a quick question if you're curious. You could say something kind, be like, wow, you're doing swell. But trying to start a conversation is, I think, where you're going wrong here. Like, a whole conversation's a lot to ask for. I don't feel safe with randoms. Am I wrong, though? I feel like trying to start a conversation when I'm going through what I'm going through right now is like, I feel like that's the wrong response. I'm going through a lot currently. Like, I got no lives, we're out of time. I'm just trying to survive. I missed my extract. It done left me. I had like 15 seconds left. I'm getting cooked. Dude's out here asking what my favorite food is. I just feel like it's the wrong time for all that. Like, I don't mind answering questions, but like, damn, at least try to keep it related to Helldivers. Or like something more interesting than food. I don't find food very interesting. I think what I'm trying to say is questions are fine, even if they're off subject. As long as it's about shit that I care about. And I don't really care about food. Food's not a topic. I eat food for fuel. I'm not one of them people that just consume food just because I'm hungry. I eat for substance. Am I saying that right? Substance. Substance. You know what I'm saying? I eat for fuel. You were doing great, then the chatters bamboozled me. Chatters do be chatting. That was a lot of chatters all at once right there. Hang on, let me die real quick so I can read this. There's always a time and a place for everything. I had to learn. Ah, shit! Hang on. Hold that thought. What's your favorite soup? Oh my god. Oh my god.
30 seconds.
You know what? That could have been a good question, by the way. If I felt like Medic actually asked that question because he desired the answer and wasn't just start a conversation, I feel like that actually could have been a good question. The problem is, I know Medic doesn't give a shit about the answer. He's just trying to type for the love of typing. And that pisses me off. I hate it when y'all love typing. I hate that shit. Who likes typing? I hate it. Why y'all think I'm playing a game and I'm not typing right? I almost got 8. You know what one of my favorite parts of my life was? When I found out that after losing my dominant arm, that I could just tell people who are telling me to fill shit out, like at a doctor's office. Though doctor's offices don't typically tend to give a shit about you, so that's a bad example. But like, say you get called for jury duty and they give you paperwork to fill out. One of my favorite things that I love doing to these people, anywhere where I gotta fill anything out, because I can't stand writing. I can't stand it. I hated it when I had my good arm. I hate it with my bad arm. That's right. I'm a lefty now, and I wasn't before. One of my favorite things to do is they hand me paper, and I look at them and I go, I used to be a righty. And they go, oh, did you need me to help? Did you need me to fill it out for you? I'm like, mm-hmm. I love that shit. I just look them straight in the eye. I'm not filling that out. You fill it out. Fill it out yourself. I used to be a righty. I love it. I use that shit all the time. I don't fill out shit no more. Can I write my name on a piece of paper? Sure. Am I gonna? Nope. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. Just because I can do it, don't mean anybody's got to know that I can do it. By the way, if I was to write words down on paper with my non-dominant arm, which is the only one I got left, it would look like probably a first grader with a crayon. So it's not a complete lie when I tell people I don't really write, right? But you better believe I do use that shit. I don't, 3-page essay for paper just because they like handing paperwork out? You could do that shit yourself. 922 kills, y'all. We made it through. How long have we been going for? About an hour. I hate writing. Typing more fun. My keyboard goes click-clack. It sounds like music. I never really liked... I used to play a game called RuneScape. Shout out to my fellow Scapians. I know some of y'all. How many people got in here? We got like 40? We got like 40 people in here. I know 1 or 2 of y'all still be playing RuneScape. I see y'all. Game's awesome. Anyway, there's a little game called RuneScape that I used to play back in the day. And on RuneScape, back in the day, before the Grand Exchange, blah, 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 to make money, you would have to like kill monsters, get items, and then sell them. So you go to like a bank where you store all your shit, and you would just type over and over. This is the back in the day stuff. Back in the day, you would just type over and over, selling, like, if you were selling like a sword. You would say like, selling mithril sword, 2,000 gold. Selling mithril sword, 2,000 gold. And you would just type that shit over and over and over for like 30 minutes straight till someone buys your shit. I used to hate that. Oh, I hated typing. Anyway, I'm one-handed now, so I hate it even more. It takes twice as long. Sucks. Did Medic say some bot shit again? Let me read Botic stuff. Hang on, Medic. You're Botic. Ha! He's gonna be called Botic now. Yo, Botic, let me read your stuff real quick. Question: is your Super Destroyer maxed out? Yes, Medic. It's maxed out. My favorite part of Helldivers is all the blood and goop on my suit at the end of the mission. Ah, you like the visuals. I see you. I hate it when I'm typing something and then YouTube keeps giving me errors. Errors? I wouldn't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never had errors while typing. But I typically type stuff with my phone, not with a keyboard. That's probably why. It's pretty rare that someone would hit level 50 and not have their shit pretty much maxed out. I say pretty much because there are some really dumb ship upgrades that are just not needed at all. I am pretty bored of solos already. Didn't think I'd say that. I'm gonna
push. They need.
Oh man, I don't. Hang on. Wait. Oh my god, I don't want. Hang on. Let me figure out what we're doing. $1.50 said something about Illuminates earlier. No. I could do mech gameplay again. We can do some bot gameplay. What are we feeling? You heading out, Medic? You're tired of everybody dogging you? All right, Medic. Well, new start. Next time you're here, Medic. New start. We're gonna work on it. I'm here for you, Medic. I'm here to build you a better you if you want it. If you don't want it, ain't nothing we can really do about it then, can we? But fresh start. Next time I see you, Medic, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too, my friend. You have a good one. I myself was shocked out of my mind when I found out Rooks didn't have all the war bonds as level 150. It's very possible to speedrun level 150 and not have all the things unlocked. But most people will. Most people have all the things unlocked. Let me think. I kind of want to do like mortars only versus bots. I think that's a bad idea though. I also want to do HMG gameplay, which would be probably better here. I do have the new cape. Let me go put it on real quick. How do I get this goop off of me? If I just change my armor, does the goop leave? Let me see. Ah, that fixes it. How do you do the new cape? Ah, I see it. Where'd the new cape be? Hear ye here. By the way, Layden, I was not gonna do accents. I changed. It is like almost identical to the last one. Bro, they didn't change anything. That's the same shit. I don't even know which one's the new one. I think it's this one. I like the old one better. Anyway, we're swagged out now. Layden, you asked me if I was gonna do an accent today. I had no intention. I've been practicing accents. I found out that I suck at them. I wasn't gonna do it, but I did it anyway. How was it? Never again, right? I don't think I'm ever doing it again, so enjoy it while it lasted. I'm talking about the intro today, if anybody missed it. During the intro, I always go, I want to be a Helldiver. And today I did it with an accent. And it was a very interesting one if you guys missed it. But I was curious for... It was good. You liked it? Okay, he liked it. Love the mayhem on your thumbnail. Glad you didn't ditch this Saturday. I wouldn't call it ditching. Ditching would imply that I do Saturdays sometimes, and I don't really do Saturdays anymore. Today was more of a bonus day. I don't know what I'm doing, though. I'm already bored. I'm already feeling like I should have skipped today. I'm already bored of the game. Let's do, I guess we do some team shit. Y'all get in here and come bamboozle my games, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know. I'm bored. Maybe I'll do some bots. I'm feeling some bots. I'm gonna go try my HMG emplacement over on the bot front. Let's go here. This seems like a good one. How was the game with Lady Epoch yesterday? I don't know what you're talking about. If you're asking about the game, Lily, you were probably there, so you know how it went. If you weren't there and you don't know how it went, I don't know how you're asking that question. So I'm confused with the question there. I'm confused, Lily.
Allied destroyer has
Were you there or were you not there? I need answers.
Initiating
We got one more slot, y'all. Get it in. Get in here while the getting's good. Hello there, $1.50. It's James Bond playing Hitman with Uncharted series in mind. If you're not into that thing,
Hellpods
you dodged a bullet. I'm not gonna say I'm not into that thing. But I also watched the live stream. I skipped through it, and the game seems to be a walking simulator where you watch cutscenes the entire time, and every now and then you do a little bit of stealth, and all of that stuff sounds miserable to me.
Mission preparation.
So I will not be playing 007 tomorrow. Tomorrow will very likely be a playthrough through the Far Cry 4 DLC, the Yeti Hunter DLC. For anybody interested in me stuff that's not Helldiver related, we're going to be doing that tomorrow night.
Mission coordinates.
Alright, let's get in there and kill some bots, boys.
Hellpods primed.
Woo! Oh, that one was a doozy. Yeah, I heard the 007 tutorial lasted like an hour. Path of Exile 2. That's a wild suggestion. Yo, calm down, Cheesy. Calm down. Sir, be calm. Patience, sir. Appreciate you. Alright, we're going in. I'm definitely using an HMG again. I'm thinking because I'm using an HMG, we switch out the orbital EMS for a shield generator. I don't know if it's the best decision, but it's the decision that I choose to make. I also think I'm going to go with a laser. Actually, Scorcher. Scorcher's the play. So we're going to go this. I think I want to go this too. And then maybe we go shield generator. This is an interesting setup. Watching people play 007 make you want to play Hitman? So I gotta change my armor? I do, don't I? Let's put on the heavy boy armor. Oh, and thermites. HMGE. You added a letter there. Rips through appropriators? Yeah. Damn it, now I want to play appropriators. Who said that shit? Zerathorn underscore YouTube. Just ruin the bots for everybody. We're going to play appropriators. How do you get out of here? How do you leave this shit? There it is. I figured it out. He ruined it for everybody. We're going to appropriators. He talked me into it.
Mission preparation aborted.
It's Zera's fault. Everybody know it's Zera's fault.
Expunge the
Bruh.
from our tape.
Yo, Gort seems pretty upset about this turn of events.
Initiating FTL jump to the rear base.
I hate appropriators, he says. I made him play this yesterday, by the way. Yesterday, he did this with our mech build. I'm making him do it again. This is funny. Everybody else is excited but Gort. Gort's the only one unexcited. We'll start out easy, Gort. We'll start out easy. We'll do a defense mission. I'm lying. I ain't doing that defense crap. Okay, HMGE, the E does stand for a placement. You're right, Zara. I've just never seen it spelled that. That's the first time I've ever seen anyone try to abbreviate the emplacement part. I've never seen it before. It kind of threw me off. What is this? A blitz? Ew! Hang on, I'm messing up, y'all. I ain't trying to do that nonsense.
Hellpods prime.
Hang on, that's disgusting.
Mission preparation aborted.
There we go, that's better.
Mission coordinates locked.
All right, now this time for real. This time we're playing for real.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Sir! Was that you, $1.50? Where'd he go?
Orbit.
Where'd $1.50 go? Oh, he's stuck. That wasn't $1.50. That was you, Gort. That was Gort! How is $1.50 stuck? What are you stuck on? How come I can't start? What is happening? It's not letting me start. I don't know what to do.
Suspended. Hellpods prime.
If that didn't fix it, I'm gonna have to kick you, $1.50. You might need to leave before you get kicked. Yo, hold it up the stream, sir. Everybody load up. Come on, Gort. We'll see if $1.50 makes the cut or not. Alright, he's kicked. See you later, $1.50. We got an open slot, everybody. If anybody wants it, join up or don't. You know, it's completely up to y'all. We're doing appropriators for the time being. Alright, one of these. Let's bring... What weapon is good against appropriators? I think we're gonna go... Coyote! Coyote should cook them fools. Thermites are probably really good against these guys too, huh? Yo, I bet the thermites cook these dudes. Anybody know? Anybody know the effectiveness of thermites versus the appropriators? Oh, you know what? This one, Pyrotech. That's probably the play. We're gonna go Pyrotech. Minigun? Oh, we could do a minigun loadout. Oh, I will. Yes. Yes, Orbital Napalm. This will be done. We're gonna go minigun. We're gonna go HMG. And then probably just some turrets. I suppose. I don't know what else to go. I do need some ergonomic armor if I'm gonna run a minigun. That thing is sluggish. I bet I'm thinking the Pyrotechs are gonna be really good versus these guys though. Well, maybe not, because they're probably just gonna run through it at hyper speed. Pyrotechs probably ain't to play. Let me change that. Maybe gas, because gas can confuse them. I think I'm gonna go back to gas. Gotta bring out the old faithful. All right, here we go. I'm ready. Wait, everybody listen. Gort, Cheesy Toes. As I'm a minigun user, I will be requiring all of the ammo at all times. Don't touch my ammo, bitches. Don't touch it. I'm just playing. Y'all can touch it. Just don't touch a lot of it. Like, don't throw it out yourself. Let me throw it out. It's my ammo. It's my ammo, and I'll share every now and then. Let it be known. Yo, I'm starting to think this Zerathorn person, guy, this Zerathorn guy, I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, Zera. I feel like Zera's kind of a, we're gonna move past it. I'm starting to think Zerathorn is a rather high-level player. Yo, Zerathorn, just so you know, we do spectator sessions where I spectate very high-level divers who can solo max difficulty. I'd love to see you one day if you're down. You seem like you know what you're talking about. I'm sensing that you're a very high-level diver, my friend. Bug breach detected. Man, I'm already hating the minigun. Yeah, let that drone right there. Let that drone call. Let him snitch. I need more action. I need more action in my life. I just have a lot of knowledge. Are you saying that you're not him, Zera? You're not wanting to show off them skills? Uh-oh, I might be cooked. Oh my god. It's all happening all at once. Bro! I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun anymore. That was too much all at once. Everything. That was everything all at once, and it was too much to handle. I need my minigun. Oh my god, stop! Just let me get my minigun. Yo, I gotta tell you, I got this vast urge to punch anyone in the face that says solo runs are boring, alright? Just so you know, Zara, I'm gonna need you to explain that statement, because I really want to punch you in the face for saying that. Saying that my favorite way to play the game ever, just straight up calling it boring with zero explanation, makes me want to punch you in the face, just so you know. I like you, Zara, so I'm really gonna need you to explain yourself so I can begin liking you again. Because that shit just got on my nerves. How dare you? How dare you? Nah, you gotta explain that shit, or we gonna have to go. We gonna have to duel if you don't explain that shit, my friend. Better be a damn good explanation, too. Wrecked. Isn't there ammo here somewhere? Where the hell? There it is. Onward!
Calling in an eagle.
I mean, I personally don't. See, that's not an explanation. You just shitting on my favorite thing to do in the entire game, even if it's you just saying no. Well, I just personally think it's shit. Doesn't make it any better, Zara. All right, I need you to explain why in great detail, because I liked you until this point. You're one of my favorite chatters, and that just vastly degraded your status right there. All right, and I'm gonna need you to explain it to me so I can bring you back up to status. All right, because I like you, I liked you, and I want to like you again. So all I require is just a good. I just want to read it and be like, okay, I see your point, right? That's it, and then we can start liking each other again. But until that happens, you gonna be on a naughty list for saying what you just said. I require explanation. And I require a better explanation, and I just don't like it. That's a shitty explanation, all right? I don't like doing it because it feels loadout limiting in certain factors. That's a good example. He don't like. I'm gonna translate what Zara just said. By the way, Zara just said, I can't play solos unless I'm only bringing the most overpowered weapons in the entire game. That's why I don't like doing solos, because Zara doesn't have the skills to do solos without bringing overpowered stuff, which is fair, and it's also fair that you don't really want to admit that that's the issue. But to instead of admitting that that's the issue and just saying it's boring, to using boringness as a scapegoat to not having the skills to play it without using overpowered equipment is crazy. It's crazy that you gotta shit talk my favorite thing ever to do in the game because you don't want to admit that you're not good enough to do it without using only the utmost peak of gear. It's wild. Just want you to know that's wild. By the way, I want everybody to know. With that being said, I have heard a vast majority of people saying that solo runs are boring, and I have never heard a streamer or another person that I've called out say that solo runs are boring and that's why they don't do them, and then people actually be good enough to do solo runs without like just getting really lucky to win. Like I've never seen someone say that. Every single time someone ever says they don't like solo runs because they're boring, that typically means they don't have the skills for a solo run. I'm sorry, I gotta call you out there. I gotta call you out because that shit got on my nerves when you said that. All I do is solo run, so I gotta call it how I see it, all right? And I have never seen someone say solo runs are boring and then be able to do solo runs without getting their ass whooped. Not that they couldn't struggle through it with the right loadout, like what Zara's saying. I'm just saying solo runs are boring is typically a scapegoat to I'm not good enough to do solo runs. And I gotta say it like it is, because don't call my favorite shit to do in the game boring, right? That's all I do is solo runs. Don't call that shit boring. That shit's personal to me, all right? Don't personally attack me if you don't want to get attacked back. All I do is solo runs. Don't call my shit boring. Rude. Rude as hell. But it is a true statement when I say I've never seen someone call solo runs boring and then actually be good at solo runs. I've never seen it. It's typically a scapegoat for people that aren't good at solo runs. It's a scapegoat thing for them to say. No offense, Zara. I hope we can still be friends. I'm just saying, that shit hit a nerve when you said that. You ain't the only one that does it, by the way. I do hear that comment every now and then. By the way, I call it out every time I hear it. It's not just a you thing. It ain't personal. Every time someone says that shit, I call it out. I've called out streamers on it. We typically do the bug facts around here, Zara. I typically call streamers out. When I see a streamer say they don't like solo runs because they're boring, I typically ask why. If they have a good reason, there are good reasons, by the way. They're just, well, I get lonely. I just prefer to play with people I have people to talk to. That's a good reason. But if your reasoning it's just boring, that's usually a scapegoat that you just suck at solos. And I call out streamers that do that shit too. Because even like a streamer saying that shit, like, that shit hurts my soul. Yeah, we typically do bugs around here, Zara. It'd be a bug solo run. And it would probably be on like an oil or an ICBM mission, by the way. Because people that scapegoat typically like to choose really easy missions. And oil missions or ICBM missions are right in the middle. They're not too easy, they're not too hard. They're the perfect level to test someone's skill level. It would typically be a bug mission, and it would be oil or ICBM if we were to test your skill level. And you could record yourself doing it. Now you gotta do it live. We don't watch recordings on this live stream. You would do it with us in the game. I'd be in your game. I'd be dead the whole time so I could spectate you, and you would just do it live. We don't really watch record. I don't have the means to be able to watch a video of someone doing a run while I'm on a live stream. I have to be in a game for me to live stream because I stream on console. I'm not able to watch videos. But you could do it while we're live. One of these days while we're live, be like, hey, I'm ready for my run. You would invite me to your lobby. Load up a mission, and I would just spectate you live and give some epic commentary. By the way, I'm not going to say any names. Nah, I've already said too much. Never mind. I might do a practice run in. Look, I'm not being rude when I'm saying this. I'm just being realistic. You're probably going to need it. The way you're talking means you don't do solo runs a lot. You're probably out of practice for solo runs. If you wanted to pass, you probably got to practice. That being said, Zara, we get a lot of people that try to do solo runs and fail. It's not really about passing it. It's just about having the heart to try it, right? The self-report is crazy. Oh, then he said he needs practice? No, you're definitely going to need practice if you want to win. But like I said, it's not about the win. It's just about the heart. It's just about the heart to try it. We have a lot of people that know they can't do solo runs, but they do it just for fun, you know, just for the love of the game.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining. Deploying equipment package.
Package acquired.
Yo, what up, King of the Wizards? Why does that name sound so familiar? Like, I know I've seen you around here before, but I feel like I've seen a movie or something with that name in it. Did you steal that name from a movie? No. Where'd you get that name from, King of the Wizards? It sounds like extra, like, I know I've seen you in here before, but it sounds extra familiar all of a sudden. Like, I've seen a YouTube video with that name in it or something. Like, about a movie. Was there a movie where some dude was King of the Wizards? I'll run autocannon on bugs since I really... Well, Zara seems to have a lot of game knowledge, which is why it was strange, because everything Zara says is normally really cool. That's why I thought it was really strange how Zara was, like, shitting on solo runs. And I know it probably wasn't your intention to shit on solo runs, but that's the thing with language. A lot of times people can be, like, really offensive and not realize that they're being offensive. It does take a lot of self-awareness to know you're being to know you're being offensive. Like, that shit doesn't just come naturally, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta actually know you're doing it. So I thought it was very strange, because Zara's usually a pretty cool chatter, and then all of a sudden, Zara's shitting on solo runs out of nowhere. That shit was kind of wild. But it spoke to me, because there's only one reason people typically shit on solo runs, and that's typically because they're not good enough to do solo runs. Typically. Maybe not every case. Some people just find it boring to not play with friends. Some people just like to have someone to talk to. That's it. That's a good excuse. But that wasn't Zara's excuse specifically. And it's typically not people's excuse when I ask them why they say solo runs are boring. That's not typically their excuse. I'm just saying, if their excuse was that I just get bored playing by myself and I'd rather play with friends, that would be a good excuse. It's just not typically the excuse that I get. I would just say to personally find it boring. Not try. I know you weren't trying to, Zara. I know you weren't trying to. But that's what I said. That's why I said what I said earlier, which was you don't gotta try to shit on people, right? That's the great thing about language. You can do shit like that without trying. I'm not trying to shit on you when I tell you that I don't think you could complete a solo run, but I'm still shitting on you while I'm doing it. I'm still shitting on you. I'm not trying to. I'm just stating facts. But I know that when I'm doing it, what I'm saying is offensive. I just can't help myself. I can't help myself in this particular situation. You were such a cool chatter until that one moment. And I lost a lot of respect for you all of a sudden right there. I need you to regain your respect by doing us a solo run. Like, this is a channel that's like 90% solo runs. Like, that shit was offensive for my channel. Like, we do solo runs myself, and we spectate other people doing solo. We're like 90% of a solo run channel here. I play solo runs every day. They're definitely not boring. Yeah, they're not boring. Like I said, I've never seen someone call a solo run boring who was actually good at solo runs. Not saying that Zara couldn't do a solo run. If Zara tried 10 times, Zara would likely pass a solo run at least once out of 10 tries. But to do it first try on a live stream, that would speak volumes.
You've done your duty.
Yeah, most people get... Now, if you say that solo runs stress you out, and that's why you don't like solo runs, that's another good example. The thing specifically that I don't like is when someone says they don't like solo runs, and I go, oh, that's interesting, why? And they say, because they're boring. And that's the only thing they say. I feel like, oh, shit, you know, that shit hits a nerve. Like, without any better reason for it to be boring besides just saying they're boring, that shit hits a nerve. Damn it! I was too busy ranting and I got my ass stomped. Okay, I'll try it first. Try, then no practice. Do you want to go next? Are you ready to go right now, Zara? I would love to see you go next, my friend. Are you ready to go after this? Are you ready to go like right now? We're just about done here. Holy shit, that's a lot of heavies. All right, Zara, I'm gonna say this. If you're able to pass the solo run first try without using a napalm barrage, and normally I would allow a napalm barrage, it's just what you said. You're trying to prove a point here that you're good enough to do solo runs, and specifically what I said was it sounds like you're not good enough to do solo runs without using meta gear. So meta gear would be like napalm barrage. I'll allow auto cannon. I wouldn't call it auto cannon. Auto cannon is really good, but I wouldn't call it meta. Pretty much I'll just outlaw napalm barrage. But if you can pass, hear me out. If you can pass a solo run for us in front of everybody here tonight, first try, without napalm barrage on an oil or an ICBM mission versus bugs, because those are the two most average missions. They're not too easy, not too hard. I will admit and say sorry about everything I said to you, and I'll say sorry, you have redeemed yourself. But if you fail, just to add some stakes, if you fail your run, you need to say sorry. You ever talk crap about solo runs, and you were really just saying that because you knew you never had it in you in the first place, and you were just dodging. Do we have a concord? If you win, I'll admit that I was wrong and I'll apologize to you. But if you win, you gotta say that you were just saying it's boring as an excuse. Do we have an accord? Let me know. Do we have an accord? I see you, Warren. I was reading comments right there when I died to that. That's why I died. I don't suck that bad always. Sometimes I do. Yo, where we at? Where we at, Zara? Do we have a deal? Shake on it. Shake on it. You gotta admit you were wrong if you fail, and I'll admit I was wrong if you pass. Shake on it, Zara. Come on, let me know. Got him. All right, perfect. I'm gonna be honest, Zara has a lot of game knowledge. There's a very high chance that Zara completes this mission. I'd actually have no doubt that Zara was good enough to do this. I would have zero doubt if Zara didn't use the exact term, solo runs are boring. That term specifically is a dead giveaway that you're not good at solo runs. Other than that, everything else Zara has ever said has been very, very smart. Zara seems very good at this game. It was that one term specifically. Anyone I've ever seen that said solo runs are boring have every single time been very bad at solo runs. Every time. Sometimes I push difficulty solo in mobilized war bomb only gear. It's kind of fun. Solo's harder. Solo is significantly harder than team gameplay. Yo, Zara, I want you to know you'll be the first person that I ever catch saying it's boring and proves themselves that they can pass a solo mission. You'll be the first. You'll be the first. No one else has ever passed the challenge after calling it boring. Usually people don't step up, so you're already one above. Usually people have some sort of excuse why they can't do it. So you're already one above all. All right, you're already there. You're already above the rest just by stepping up to the plate. That's already impressive that you're stepping up the ball. All right, let's get out of here, boys. Load up.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Reinforcement budget depleted.
Your orbital napalm barrage. I know where you got that from.
Extraction complete.
I know who you be watching. I know where you got that statement from. Watching other content creators, I see you've been cheating on me, huh? I see you get around there, Mr. Orbital Barrage. I see you get around. I know where you got that from. I watch a lot of creators. You just be around the block, huh? I bet you get a lot of cool comments from creators talking about how cool your name is. It must be nice. It must be nice being you, Mr. Barrage. All right, Zara. Zara is gonna put his. Is it his? I'm calling you him a lot. I know. I feel like Zara is a very I ain't trying to talk shit. All right, I just say how it is. I feel like Zara is a feminine name, so I don't want to call you him if you're a her the whole time, Zara. So just correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, I'll continue unless corrected. Zara has said some uncalled for shit earlier, and now Zara's gonna step up to the ball and put Zara's mouth where Zara's money is. I'm a dude. All right, good to know. Him, his is gonna be your pronouns. All right, send me that invite, Zara. Zara, step up at the ball. We're gonna see if he's got the skills to pay the bills here. Yo, me and Costco were just spectating that game. Appreciate the carry, Gort and Cheesy. Y'all killed it.
Well done. Well done.
All right, send me an invite, Zara. You send me an invite to your lobby, and then I'm gonna spectate you as you show us the greatness that you may consume or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna put y'all on a mission. Y'all go do this mission for me while I'm spectating. Come on, y'all. Y'all load up. Y'all load up and get in here. Come do this mission.
Thrusters.
I don't got my invite yet. Oh, we're not besties yet? Damn it. Hang on, let me add 1371 1585. Alright, we're now besties. I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see it too because it's very rare that I call someone out and they step up the ball after I call them out. I'm already gaining respect for you, Zara, that you're not backing out. Most people come up with a bunch of excuses. This is respectful how confident you seem like you are. This is going to be a very fun run to witness. By the way, Zara, never mind, you're not that confident. Never mind, forget what I was going to say. I was going to give you an extra challenge if you choose to accept it. But you said you wouldn't do a practice run, which says that you're not as confident as you would have to be to accept this challenge. So never mind. Come on, choose up, boys. I got stuff to do today. Why'd you say bruh? Why you bruhin'? Y'all get this mission done for me, all right? We taking this planet. I'm gonna be spectating. Y'all finish it off. I believe in you guys. Whoever's the host, maybe switch it to public. If it's not, call it SOS down or something if y'all need some help. I believe in you guys. You can do it. Ready up, Cheesy Toes. ICBM or oil mission will be mediocre challenge. Capture the flag will be the epic challenge. If you do a capture the flag mission, not only will I apologize, but I will never talk shit to you again if you're able to pass a capture the flag mission. I'll give you some extra. I'll even give you a shout out. Like, I'll be like, every time you show up, I'll call you your highness. All right, we'll take it a step further. But oil or ICBM would be the average challenge of the that would be what I would give an average Helldiver. If you're extra confident, flag mission would be the hardest one to attempt. Good luck, boys! Wait, hang out until I get my invite. I haven't got an invite yet. Zara, send me an invite to your lobby.
Let them come. Let them brawl.
Yeah, you win significant aura if you're able to pass the flag mission.
The Helldivers.
You win all kinds of aura if you do it through it. Like, for real, I will complete. Here we go. We're going in. I will completely admit I was wrong, and by huge standards if you pass a flag mission.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
Hang on, Zara. Hang on, I got one better. I got one better. Zara. Zara. Listen. The ultimate challenge, because you seem really confident, and I like this confidence, so I'm going to step it up a notch. The ultimate challenge. Flag mission on the map Gatria. If you do a flag mission on the map Gatria, you officially become my boss. And every time you hop into the stream, if you tell me to do something, I got to do it. If you're able to pass this mission. Is that spore bugs? Yeah. So if you're able to pass the flag mission on Gatria first try, every time you hop in chat and tell me to use a stratagem, I will use the stratagem. And I don't give this honor to anybody. I don't listen to when people tell me to use a stratagem, I tell them to shut their mouth when they talk to me. You will win this honor if you can pass this challenge.
The bugs are a plague.
Are you going for it?
You are the man.
He's going for it. Oh, you might not have flag missions. He might not have any, boys.
This operation.
All right, you would have to start a mission and then back out instantly if you wanna reset your missions. If you're really down. I think I'm down to witness it. Just start up a mission real quick. Any mission. Just go back in. Just start up any random mission. We'll start real quick and then we'll back out as soon as it starts.
FTL jump to the Gauntry.
Yo, you got some balls on you. I already gained respect for you attempting this challenge. You've already regained all my respect. Just to even attempt what you're about to attempt, Zara, you either don't know what you're getting into, or you got the balls of steel, and I like it. I like balls like that. I like them balls on you, all right?
Hellpod Prime.
Oh my God, this is gonna be epic. I'm already impressed. I don't even gotta see gameplay anymore. I'm already impressed if somebody would attempt something like this. So just choose random stratagem, start it up, and back out. As soon as the pods start coming down, you don't even gotta wait for them to land. As soon as they start coming down, just back out and it should give us new missions. Change the difficulty and then change it back. It resets the ops. We could try that. I don't think that works, but it's worth a try, I guess. So if we don't get a flag mission this time, we'll try that method. All right, back us out right now. You don't gotta wait for it to land. You could have backed out already. You left me! Zara's already messing up. Zara's already messing up, y'all! Can I join? Oh man, it messed up. Send me another invite, Zara. I think you gotta send like 2 of them or something. Layden said there was an invite tech. No. Why am I stuck? Hang on. Yo, I got a whole squad! What's up, everybody? Pretty sure the game's about to kick y'all out. If it doesn't, good luck, everybody. I'm out of here. Yeah, Zara, by the way, whenever we start doing this, you gotta make sure you're on private so people can't join like that. Don't put it on private yet so I can rejoin you. Because you're taking forever to invite. So I'm gonna just try to rejoin. The hell is Zara go? Did you disappear? Alright, Zara, just try to get your mission and invite me once you have it. We'll do it that way. Look, just keep resetting your missions till you get a flag mission, and just send me an invite whenever you get it. I want to see what Orbital Barrage said. I don't know why you said this shit, Orbital Barrage. So right now we have a survey in oil. We have survey and flag, and we have a flag and escort. So we don't have any egg missions. And we don't have any escort missions. Not escort, the damn... The suitcase missions. So, Napalm Barrage said you can reduce difficulty, then go back and it changes your mission. There's no way that works. Did I do it wrong, Napalm Barrage? Why would you say that? They're the exact same missions. Click on a mission. Change it to 9. Click on a mission. Okay.
Mission coordinates locked. Mission
And then go back.
aborted.
I don't think I had an ICBM. I actually think that works. Holy shit, did that work? Oh my god! New tech unlocked! I think it worked, boys!
Orbit synchronized.
There's no way that's so much easier! Yo, Zara, I don't know if you picked up that info, but you would go to a level 9 mission, click on a mission to and then once you click on a mission to start another mission, you would back out, go back to level 10, and it resets your missions. Oh my god, you've been hoarding this tech your whole life? That's so good! I lost my flag missions. I no longer have flag missions. Yo, this new tech is sick! No, I have a flag mission here. Zara, you still inviting me? Where you at? Alright, Zara's still on the job. Y'all, what if I did this? Hear me out. What if I started a game up real quick on a bug world? I got a full squad of randoms in my lobby, back out, pull the randoms with me, and then bring all those little bug divers over to a bot mission. You think they'd stay? They'd probably back out instantly. Yeah, that was huge. Yo, that was some huge tech, Orbital Napalm. How'd you learn that? That's crazy. You just found that out yourself? That's some huge mission tech. We always like restart our entire game or something. Like, that's so much better.
Decide upon which battleground you shall spread liberation. The struggle for managed
They would leave.
continues.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it while I wait on Zara. I'm gonna try to bring some bug divers over to the bot front. Alright, here we go. Hang on, let me find where all the people are. We got 5,000 people here. Perfect. Let me mute my mic so they can't hear me talking about them. People used to do that with the... Hang on, let me mute my mic so they can't hear me. How do you do it? Crap, how do you mute your mic? No, that ain't it. Hang on. Open mic, here it is. Alright. Now I'm gonna start a game up. I'm gonna get me a whole... Let me put this open to public. I'm gonna drop it at SOS. I'm gonna get a full squad of bug divers, and then I'm gonna back out and bring them little buggers over to the we can bring them to Illuminates, either Illuminates or to bots. We'll see how many people we can kidnap.
Initiating FTL jump to Nakamura.
I'm gonna see how because they'll probably leave. So maybe we could kidnap 1 or 2 of them that doesn't leave. I'm gonna try to kidnap me. Oh, we got one already. We got Sherman.
Allied destroyer has
I'm pretty
joined
sure
squadron.
Sherman's a sub though.
Jump complete.
Sherman was in my last game. I'm pretty sure this is... Hang on, let me check my friends. Is Sherman a friend? How's Sherman showing up again? Why? Oh yeah, Sherman's a friend. Sherman's not a random diver. Sherman doesn't count. Sherman, I'm kidnapping people. You're messing this up for me. I'm trying to kidnap some people over here, Sherman.
Allied destroyer.
Appreciate you.
Squadron.
Oh, we got one! Mexican Shikro. That's a random, boys. We got one. Wait! I don't gotta start the mission. I'm gonna just sit in the screen. I'm gonna just sit in the screen and not start it when we get a full squad. I'm gonna switch it to bots. Get kidnapped, you bunch of bug divers! I don't know how long this guy's gonna chill though. Oh, he's 150. Oh, there we go. We got Lucifer. Oh my God.
Has joined squadron.
Oh, so Zara's ready. All right, so I'm gonna drop these guys off on the bot front right quick. Hang on, let me act like I'm taking my time choosing stratagems. Hang on. Hang on, I gotta get one more. We're gonna kidnap them, take the bot front, then we're just gonna leave them. We're gonna leave them there by themselves. They'll complete the mission. I believe in them. Let me take my time choosing it. I'm gonna choose a really weird loadout. They're gonna be like, what the hell, cremator in a backpack? What is this loadout? Oh my God, this guy's gonna... Let's bring some C4 too, really freak him out. We need one more. Hang on, we need one more. I need one more random. Where's he at? What's another really weird stratagem to bring? Let's bring, what's really weird that nobody ever uses? A laser sentry? This is a weird loadout. I wouldn't want to play with this guy. There he is! I got one! Killed the prince!
Allied destroyer has
Alright, I'm gonna kidnap. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see how many people we can bring to the bot front. I'm kidnapping them.
Mission preparation aborted.
We are close to securing another.
We're bringing a bunch of bug divers to the bot front. They'll never know. They'll never know.
Initiating FTL.
Oh! A confiscate assets mission! Oh, they're so screwed, y'all! Oh my God, this couldn't be going better. Let's see how many people stay.
Jump successful.
Damn it, we lost one! Man down! Hurry up, start it up! Man down! We're already down one kidnapping. Come on, let me in there. Now I got two still. I still got two kidnappies. Oh, this isn't the hard mission. Alright. Alright.
Allied destroyer.
No! They're ditching me! Yo, I got one. I got the Mexican guy. He stayed. Get kidnapped. Damn it! I lost them all. It didn't work, boys. It didn't work. Everybody left. Damn, stupid bug divers. I hate them. Every one of them. Stupid bug divers everywhere. All right, Zara, send me that invite. Everybody ditched me. This is cyberbullying. Yo, they all left. Everyone's like, what is this bot stuff? We don't do that. I feel them. I'm going to be honest. I feel them.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
That's actually really funny. Yo, bug divers do not do bots, boys. We ain't built like that. We don't do both. Bug divers for life.
Helldivers to Hellpod. Helldivers to Hellpod.
I'm a bug diver too. It was jokes. It was jokes. Yo, make sure you're on private. You already got people joining you. Set your thing to private.
Aboard, Helldiver.
Here, let me tell this dude. How you turn this on again? Oh, you just straight up kicked him. You didn't be like, hey, my bad. You just like not get. That man said, get.
Mission preparation aborted.
All right. So Zara was talking mad shit, accidentally, not on purpose. I see you, Zara, but talking mad shit nonetheless about my solo run specifically, telling me I'm a shitty diver and all that. So we're gonna see if Zara's got what it takes out here on the hardest mission possible. And I'll be like, all right, Zara, you're the better diver. You win. If Zara's able to pass a flag mission versus the hardest strain of bugs we currently have. This is going to be an epic fight. There's no way Zara passes, but if Zara does pass, I shall refer to Zara as Your Highness. Zara, Your Highness, sir, from here on out, if you're able to pass this mission. If not, you got to say you're a shitty diver, solo's better, and solo missions are awesome. All right, that's the deal. Let's start it.
What about here?
No, you just have to do the main mission and extract. Only the main mission and the extra. You do have to extract. If you get the main mission done and you don't make it to the Pelican, it doesn't count as a win. The main mission and the extract are the only things that matter. We don't really do full clears around here. Best of luck to you, Zara! If you fail, make sure, never mind. Well, this is just, I don't know. Just know I got a lot of respect for you for even attempting what you're about to attempt. This is that's a crazy setup for this mission. Oh my God, there's no way in shit you're past. I already feel like we gotta lower the difficulty. I already feel like this is too much. All right, Zara, listen. I don't know if you ever done a spectator session before. The way it works is I'm going to be dead the whole time, which means you're going to have double the lives because there's 2 people in your lobby, but you're going to lose double every time you die. So, as a solo lobby, you would normally start with 5 lives. Every time you die, you lose 1 life. You'd have 5. With me in the lobby, you're going to start with 10 lives, but you're going to lose 2, so you're still going to have 5 lives. I'm bringing a booster that gives you extra life, so you have 6 lives total. Once those 6 lives run out, even if it regenerates another life, it will only bring me back and not you. So that means once your 6 lives are out, if you die again, your run will be over. You can only die 6 times. All right? Best of luck to you, my friend. Here we go.
How pod launch?
This is going to be interesting. He has to be cracked to use this loadout. We're about to find out how cracked he is today. Yo, Tank, knights are more than just high skill, by the way. We don't knight people just for skill. It takes skill and loyalty to be a knight. All right, it's not just skill. We can't just be giving out knighting just because people are skilled. I can tell you from Zera's loadout though, Zera doesn't really know how to do solo runs. So Zera's gonna have to be really high skilled to pass this solo run, because this loadout tells me that Zera doesn't really know how to do solo runs. So it's gonna be a really interesting run. So I gotta say the Cremator can solo run on its own. The Cremator's a really strong choice here. Let me get some of that. Yeah, give me some of that. Alright, we go into spectator mode. The Cremator is going to be a very strong pick for this. The issue with the crack bugs isn't the crack bugs themselves, in my opinion, it's the Bile Titans. So if Zera gets swarmed by Bile Titans, this could be rough. No supply pack means going to be running out of stims pretty quickly here. What are all those numbers you're typing? Why are you typing a bunch of numbers? It'll be epic if he pulls it off. Yes, this is probably the hardest mission you can currently do in the game, besides the bot mission that's 15 minutes long, where you got to move the metal bars, whatever that shit's called. That's probably the only mission that's harder than this. And I don't even know if that mission is harder. If you bring the right loadout, it might not even be that hard. I have no idea. I don't really play it, so I don't know how hard it is. But besides that mission, this is definitely probably the hardest mission in the game. The red Bile Titans do have more health than regular Titans, so the Cremator's not going to insta-kill them like it would do regular Titans. Also, the rocket turrets come in handy, but the sheer amount of Bile Titans... Wow, did he just die to his own autocannon? Was that an autocannon kill? That is very unfortunate. Right off the bat. I'm going to be impressed if we see a single flag take, I'm going to be honest. We are 2 minutes in, we already got our first death. Five lives remaining. Yes, this is Sporebird. Alrighty then, back to Zera. Zera's a really cool name. You know what I think of when I hear Zera? I think Legend of Zelda: The Majora's Mask with the little water. I don't even think it was just the Majora's Mask, but there was these water guys in the Legend of Zelda. They were like all white with like water. They had like water wings with like blue shimmer on them or something. They were called Zoras. Every time I read this dude's name, I think of the Zoras. Oh, those guys were so cool. I love the name. Anyway, if Zera isn't able to complete a single objective here, I will allow Zera to do a redo on a regular bug mission, just because I want to see if Zera has the skills to pay the bills. I will admit, if Zera runs a Cremator, I feel like you could easily do a solo run with a Cremator. This is a very good weapon. I did a video showcasing how good this weapon is, and I literally used just this weapon, nothing else but this weapon. No stratagems, no primary, no grenades. Literally just the Cremator for the entire run. Just to show off the power of this weapon. This is probably the strongest support weapon in the entire game. Zera was saying earlier that to do solo runs, you have to bring a very specific loadout, which I don't agree with. I think you can do solo runs with any loadout. But if you do loadouts, if you do just any loadout, you do a lot of running. So you do gotta kind of do, I wouldn't even say specific loadouts, just specific stratagems. To deal with the massive amounts of enemies that you have to deal with on your own, if you want to do a solo dive. So I kind of agree with what Zera said, but not completely. I don't think you need an entire loadout to do a solo run, but you kind of do need specific strategies. Strategies or stratagems. Not an entire loadout, though. It won't consume your entire loadout. Like, for this run specifically, I think the Cremator might be the only thing that Zera brought that's very good. Not that turrets are bad. Turrets are actually pretty good against bugs. Turrets are just bad specifically against, on flag missions. On flag missions, there's just too many bugs that take out your turrets too fast, typically. Turrets don't tend to do well on a mission like this. But the Cremator does well on every mission. So the Cremator was a very solid choice. Problem is the Cremator is going to take a little bit to kill the Bile Titans, and with the Spore Strain, there is a lot of Bile Titans. I think we're already at like 5 Bile Titans so far. 4? We're at 4 or 5 Bile Titans already, and this game just began. I'm going to be honest, that's the only thing I don't like about the Spore Strain, is the amount of Bile Titans you get. I enjoy the little fast bugs a lot. I can't stand getting swarmed by nothing but all heavies. I think Zera left the area resetting that flag progress. I can't tell, though, because the game is glitching out and not letting me see the flag progress. I'm assuming Zera completely reset that flag progress, which is going to be really bad, because if you have to exit the area to reset flag progress, you got to keep resetting the bug breaches every single time. Very, very rough way to play these flag missions. He's having a hard time staying on point. Yeah, that's the thing about the flag missions. The flag missions, you got a very small area to stand in, and the bugs just surround you, making it extremely difficult to play. Doing a flag mission as a solo diver, I think to do any mission as a solo diver, well, any 40-minute mission, I feel like anybody could run around doing a blitz mission, throwing some grenades in holes. But any 40-minute bug mission, I think you got to be like top 10% Helldiver or better to do a standard any max difficulty mission. You got to be very good. You got to be like top 10% in the Helldiver world. To do a flag mission specifically, it goes way up. You got to be like top 2% in the world as a Helldiver to be able to complete a flag mission solo. Zera stepped up even more and is doing a Spore flag mission, which is even harder. And we're definitely seeing how difficult it is. Zera's struggling to stay in the area here. The struggle is to try to stay in the area until the flag gets all the way to the top. And then once it gets to the top, the bug breaches stop coming. The problem is the amount of heavies you get typically on these missions, especially on this mission specifically. You get a lot of Bile Titans, and it's really, really hard to stay locked into that tiny little area whenever you're dealing with hordes of Bile Titans. I'm going to try to get closer so I can see the flag progress. Alright, we can see the flag progress now. Perfect. So now, next time we're spectating, we should be able to see how much flag progress Zera has. Are those arc grenades? Interesting. I never see arc grenades. You were the first likes? No, you weren't. We only got 19 likes? Man, that's embarrassing. Oh my gosh, should I not do... Is it the spectator runs? Do you guys not like spectator runs? Zera is down 3 lives. Halfway through Zera's lives. Zera has 3 lives remaining, and we're only 7.5 minutes into the game. Not a single objective done, and 3 lives in. This is looking pretty tough. Cremator is really strong, though. Really strong pick. The problem is I think the rest of the loadout isn't as strong. Alright, I am in the flag area. Zera trying to figure out how to recover here. Not really sure. I don't think Zera's ever done a flag mission solo before. So this looks like a first-time experience. I can tell by the running away from the flag site. Typically, you don't really want to run away from the flag site and reset the flag progress, because then all of that work you put in was for nothing. And as the flag is going up, you're constantly going to get bug breaches. So you can't just leave and wait for the bug breach to go away, come back on a flag mission, because it's instantly going to cause another bug breach. Bug breaches are very, very hard because the area to stay in is very small. And while you're surrounded with bugs, it's hard to be surrounded and live. If I can get a chance solo to do this, I haven't done this with a spectator. Yo, let me know your loadout. If your loadout sounds entertaining, I might allow it. Today wasn't supposed to be a spectator day, though. I wasn't trying to do spectator runs all day. But depending on your loadout, if it sounds super entertaining, I might allow it. I do kind of want to see Zera go again, though, on a non-flag mission to see how Zera does. And I'm probably not going to want to like keep doing spectator runs all night.
I'm not asking how good Spore Bug flag divers are because, as far as I'm aware,
I'm the only one to have done that in a video. It's not a spectator day, Nick. It's not supposed to be a spectator day. This was just an off occasion. This was a spur-of-the-moment occasion. Zara gonna leave the area again, resetting that flag progress once again. Halfway through his lives, I don't really feel like we're gonna be getting a flag here. I think Zara might be resetting, trying to get a better spawn. You can get a flag all the way up with minimal heavies. Typically against regular bugs, if you keep resetting it, you can just get a better seed. But we're playing against spore bugs, and currently the spore bugs give you a lot of heavies. So I don't think Zara's going to be able to get a better bug seed than this. Zara's half HP with no stims, could be in trouble here. Once again, the Cremator very, very strong for this playstyle, but the Cremator seems to be the only stratagem that's super strong. The other stratagems seem to be lacking a little bit. I would never bring turrets against spore bugs because they're too fast and they just take them out too quickly. And I would definitely not bring turrets on a flag mission because they run out of ammo too fast. Zara brought a Cremator and then a turret build, which is quite hindering, as we can see here today. Fire mine supply pack, 500 in lumber. It's the lumber that kind of kills it for me, Tank. It's the lumber. I feel like the lumber is the best mech in the game. And I personally am very bad at doing flag missions, and I'm able to absolutely cakewalk through a flag mission when I run a lumber. I don't know, the lumber kind of kills it for me, Tank. We are 4 lives down, 2 lives remaining, not a single objective done. The flag completely reset. It's looking like a wrap. Yo, Zara, if you wanted to just back out and do a regular mission, I'd be down. Or you can continue, it's up to you. I don't think there's any way you should think that you're going to complete this mission at this point, though. So if you just want to back out and start over, we can do a different mission. If you want to call it quits here. This is probably the hardest mission you can play, so. You chose a rough one here to begin your solo journey. Alright, Zara's backing out. I'm going to let Zara do a regular mission because the original challenge for Zara was to do a standard bug mission, not a flag mission. Flag mission is a little tougher. I'm going to be honest. Cremator's a little bit meta. And I did kind of call you out that I said you couldn't do a solo mission without using meta stuff. Meta stuff would be like, I'm not going to call the autocannon meta, actually. You'll probably end up using the autocannon. But Cremator, Orbital Napalm Barrage, is that it? I feel like that's it. Probably Ultimatum as well, but I won't tell you not to use Ultimatum because I ain't playing a bug game without Ultimatum. Could I do it? Yes. Have I done it? Yes. I've gone HMG only on a bug mission. But oh yeah, I don't want to see spore bugs again. Just regular bugs. So autocannon would be good against regular. I prefer not to see autocannon because it is kind of meta if you're good with it. I'd prefer to see just like stalwart gameplay or something. But I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't bring besides a napalm. You know what? I'll let you bring napalm barrage. I'll let you bring a cremator. But I will tell you, I called you out. I said that you wouldn't be able to do a solo mission without bringing the most powerful gear in a game, which those two things are. So I normally wouldn't tell people they couldn't bring them, but you're kind of special here, Zara. Because the way you worded it was you said solo runs are boring because you have to bring meta gear, which wasn't your exact wording, but it's pretty much what you were saying. So my challenge was for you to do a solo mission without bringing meta gear. Rail cannon instead of mech? I could probably witness that, Tank. All right, you talked me into it. All right, Tank, you're up next. We're gonna give Zara. Zara, listen. You could just do a regular. It doesn't have to be a flag mission, Zara. I'm trying to give you a chance here. It could be oil or it could be ICBM. It doesn't have to be flag. You sure you want to do flag mission? This is your last chance. You sure you want to do flag mission again?
Mission preparation
there you go.
Aborted.
There you go.
Mission
No. What is that? Yeah, ICBM or oil.
The operation is.
Oh, do you only have flag missions? You heading out next? Let's have a go one, brother.
Hellpods Prime.
I missed it. What are we doing?
Engaging
ICBM? Alright. I would love to see somebody do a full turret build on a flag mission. I love turrets. I could make turrets work on a flag mission. I just don't think it's a good build. I'd struggle through it. I could do it. I'm not gonna say I would choose it. I wouldn't choose to do it, but I could do it. That being said, I don't think I could do it on a spore bug mission. Spore bugs are a different breed. Interesting loadout. Only thing that's kind of meta here is the autocannon, but I typically wouldn't call the autocannon meta. The autocannon is only meta if you're really good at the game. The autocannon is definitely one of the best support weapons in the game, but there's a very high skill floor on it. If you're not very skilled, the autocannon is not very good. So this should be an interesting loadout. What's your primary? What is that? Is that a... I have no idea what that is. Bring us some arc nades, which is an interesting choice, and ultimatum. Oh, you're bringing a breaker. Spray. The breaker spray and pray? That's not meta at all. I love it. I love it. Only good stratagem. No, the autocannon sentry is actually pretty good as well. This is actually not a bad loadout. This isn't terrible. I definitely would bring rocket turret over the autocannon turret personally, but the autocannon turret does have some benefits over rocket, whereas stagger. The autocannon turret can stagger chargers and bile titans, whereas a rocket turret can't do that. But the rocket turret has significantly more ammo. So I like rocket turret better, but the autocannon does have its bonuses. All right, you're gonna get 6 lives, Zara. Best of luck. Here we go.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Autocannon, good with skill. I tried autocannon when I wasn't very good and disliked it. Yeah, autocannon is not very good for the average diver. If you like the autocannon, and like if the autocannon is one of your favorite weapons, as a bug diver, nah, I'd say it's probably anything. If the autocannon is one of your favorite weapons, you're probably against any faction. You're probably significantly better at this game than other people. Just being able to choose the autocannon himself, I feel like he's probably a very skilled diver. Not many people would choose an autocannon. Alright, I'm gonna follow Zara to the first objective because there's a weird glitch that makes it so you can't hear if you're not on the first objective. So I'm gonna die right here. I lied. I'm not doing any of that. Alright, straight to spectate! Man, my cape was glorious. So, for anybody that doesn't know, the autocannon has a nice little feature to it. Hang on, let me see if Zara does it before I say what it is. I think Zara knows it. Alright, so the autocannon has a nice little feature where there's a 2-stage reload. There is a reload after the first 5 bullets. It holds 10 bullets total. If you fire all 10 bullets, it takes significantly longer to reload it than if you were to just reload 5 and reload it after 5 shots. So the meta for using an autocannon is to never fully release the magazine. Always reload it before it's fully empty because you'll reload it literally twice as fast if you don't empty the magazine. It looks like Zara knows this. Zara does seem to be running through. I really thought the autocannon was better on ammo than this, but Zara is almost halfway through his ammo already. Going through ammo very quickly. It looks like he's not going to be completely reliant on the autocannon unless he's just chucking ammo down everywhere. Man, this thing blows. I think that's one of the things I didn't like about it, by the way. I tried using autocannon. One of the things I didn't like about it is how fast I feel like this thing absolutely blows through ammo. I like to just hold the trigger down for days. The autocannon is not something you could do that with. I should try autocannon on bots. I know it isn't the best. You got autocannon good skill. It's definitely 3rd place though. First place, board clear perspective. What? It's 3rd place. What does that mean? 3rd place against bots? When I first unlocked it, I used it for bots. So fun. I feel like this gun would be good against all the factions. The main issue I have with it, first off, 10-round mag. It's super strong, and 10 rounds is enough, but it's not my style. I like to just hold the trigger down and unleash magazines. I just find so much joy in unleashing an entire magazine. If you unleash the entire magazine on an autocannon, you're gonna have a girthy reload. You don't want to do that with the autocannon, which instantly throws me off. The other thing is it requires a backpack slot, and I love my supply backpack. I love it. I never leave home without it. And you can't run a backpack with this weapon that requires a backpack slot. Also, I do feel like it kind of blows through ammo a little bit. So if you're not constantly throwing ammo all over the place, you will be hurting for ammo. So if you're playing solo and you're throwing ammo all over the place, you shouldn't have an ammo issue. But if Zara does end up going down, could be a massive problem to get back to his autocannon while he'll be surrounded by bugs. I think that'll be the biggest problem we'll see here today from Zara, is if the bugs get him, it might be hard for him to recover. A lot of dust in the area, hard to tell what's going on. Zara trying to clear the area before he starts this objective. A lot of stuff around, though. We got a Bile Titan, a Charger, and a bunch of dust, which could be a Dusty Charger or a Dust Spore. I think it's a Charger, though. I'm not certain. Charger coming at him. Now, this weapon can be very effective versus a Charger if you use it right. I think if you use it on flak mode, it can take out a Charger's butt extremely fast. But if you take it off of flak mode, use the other mode, people who are really good with the autocannon, by the way, switch the modes back and forth between the flank and the auto. This is what I was talking about, by the way. Once he goes down for the first time, it becomes a problem, because if he's surrounded by bugs, it's going to be hard to get back to the equipment. I'm not even really sure what happened right there. But we are seeing our first death about 4 minutes into the game. Thirds on the burst rocket. I think the air burst rocket would be significantly funner if it didn't take a backpack slot. I think that the fact that that thing takes a backpack slot ruins the weapon, and it's the reason why nobody brings it. You really need to be able to bring an ammo backpack with that rocket to get more ammo, because it doesn't hold enough ammo for what it does. It could be significantly better. If that thing didn't require ammo, I'd use it all the time if it didn't require a backpack. So I could just resupply it with a resupply backpack, because it blows through ammo too quick. The fact that it requires a backpack and only holds like 6 shots makes it borderline unusable to me, in my opinion. Borderline unusable. Cool idea, terrible implementation. I think anything in the game that requires a backpack to use should have an extreme amount of ammo, for the simple fact that it requires a backpack. Anything that has a backpack solely to hold ammo should hold a shit ton of ammo. And I'll die on that hill. You should never give us a backpack weapon and then not give us ammo in the damn backpack. 5 minutes in, 1 death down. They're still making pretty good time here. A lot of bugs in the area, getting some good mission progress done, though. Just remember the minigun's labeled as high capacity. I can't stand that. I can't stand that you can fire the entire minigun magazine in 30 seconds. It takes 10 minutes to get a new one. You can fire the entire thing in 30 seconds. Some people can argue that, well, you could just resupply it with ammo. But, you don't always have ammo to resupply it with. I don't know. The minigun needs to have more ammo. I disagree. I disagree with the minigun's ammo count heavily. I heavily disagree with it. I think the minigun should have had 5,000 ammo. And then it still wouldn't be good, but it would be fun to use. Even with 5,000 ammo, the minigun would still barely be getting used. It would still be very lackluster. It would still be very lackluster, and people would hardly use it. But, with 5,000 ammo, at least it'd be fun to use. At least it would have like a niche, right? Right now, the minigun does nothing good. It doesn't horde clear good. Some people would say it does. Those people would be lying. It's a terrible horde clear weapon. It doesn't kill heavies at all, because you can't penetrate the heavy armor of anything that's heavy. You got to stand still while shooting it. It smoke bombs you in the face. It's got a wind up. It's got a wind down. There's literally nothing. It's got high ergonomics, high recoil. There's literally every single negative that the devs figured. They took every negative from every single weapon combined and put them all on one weapon. And they combined all the bad aspects of every weapon in the game and combined them into one piece of shit and called it the maxi gun. Oh, it hurts my soul what they did. I love miniguns. Miniguns are my favorite gun of all time, and they absolutely made that thing the worst they could possibly make it. Literally every single... I can't think of another negative they could have added to that gun. They've already added it. Every single weapon in the game that people complain about for having some sort of thing that's wrong with it, the minigun has all of them combined into one weapon.
Calling down a sentry.
New Warthogs, I mean rocket turret, pickup truck. 5,000 ammo would be more viable, but still wouldn't be meta. Yeah, if they gave the minigun infinite ammo, I'm going to just say infinite. Screw the number. If they gave the minigun infinite ammo, people still wouldn't use it because it's that bad. They literally wouldn't use the weapon that has infinite ammo on it. Zara making some progress here, showing a little bit of skill, getting some progress down. First objective down. We're going to have, looks like 3 objectives to go after he pulls this lever here. I'll get a little surrounded, struggling to pull the lever. Hang on, might not be able to get it. Get another bug breach. Might not be able to get that lever. It's going to be a big setback to die here. No autocannon in sight either. Doing this completely with just a primary weapon. Just a primary weapon and grenades, which is pretty impressive. Getting surrounded, could be in trouble. Zara making his way to that autocannon. ATVs or a new Eagle. AC-130. Oh my god. I am of the belief that we should get stratagems that are consumable. So So you have to buy a stratagem use for one game by spending samples, which will give us max level something to do. And an AC-130 stratagem would absolutely fit that niche, where you spend samples to use an AC-130 for one game, and you would have the time of your life and then go farm some more samples again. And it would give us high levels, some end game content, so we could find we would have a reason to farm samples again, which was, by the way, my favorite thing to do in this game. I love farming samples. I literally can't do, I'm maxed on samples. I literally can't do it anymore. So yes, absolutely, AC-130 or chopper gunner stratagem would go hard. Yeah, the chat's glitching out. Yes, the minigun needs heavy pen very badly. We don't really have a machine gun besides the HMG emplacement, which, by the way, isn't a machine gun. It's an emplacement. That's different. But we don't really have a machine gun that's good at taking out heavies. And the minigun should have been that one. The minigun should have been the one thing we could have brought instead of anti-tank rockets to kill heavies. But for some reason, the devs thought it was a good idea to make it only medium pen, so it's not good at anything, because it sucks at horde clear. Sure, it's got a lot of bullets and it can shoot them fast, but it runs out of bullets in 30 seconds flat, which isn't even half of the time of a bug breach. And because you can't move, once you kill a bug and it dies in front of you, you can't walk to the side to shoot around it, so you're just shooting the same dead bug over and over again with that piece of shit. I really need to make a video on how much the minigun sucks. Oh my god, it hurts my soul what they did with that damn thing. A war blimp? That'd be pretty cool. I'd be down. I am late, but I have never seen you take a single sample. That's because you started watching me, Joker, after I hit max level and had all of my samples collected. I don't collect samples anymore. You better believe when my ship wasn't upgraded, I loved collecting samples. I just got no reason. If I pick up a sample, I don't keep it. I'm max on the samples. I have 250. If I pick up a sample, I don't get 251. Guess what? It stays at 250. Why am I going to go around picking them up, Joker? Tell me why. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. I never want to hear you say I want it that way. All right, we're back. Looks like Zara has one mission accomplished. We have 29 minutes left and 3 missions remaining. See what he can get into here. He is down only 1 life. He's doing good well so far. Looks like he could very well get a victory here for us today. Definitely a possibility. I want it that way. Yeah, I hate it. I hate that we can see electricity through walls. I hate that lead. Yo, Zara! Listen, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible. You're doing too well, and I'm bored as shit. So I'm gonna go take a shot right quick, so I could enjoy this boring ass run a little bit more. I'll be right back. Doing too damn well. You're supposed to be struggling more than you're struggling. I'm disappointed. I'll be right back. Can I do this on stream? Am I gonna get in trouble for this? Oh my god, y'all, listen. There ain't a lot left in here, right? Don't judge me. I'm not a drunk or anything. I just need to finish this off, and I'm bored as shit right now watching this bored-ass run, Zara. Step it up. Get the mission done already. You should have been done by now. So, like, just to enjoy it more, we're gonna take a couple of swigs, all right? I don't even know if I'm allowed to do this on YouTube, but I ain't scared. Yo, I could use a vacation. Ban my ass. It's fine. Here we go.
Sub-objective near your location.
Oh, that was delicious. Oh, so good. Yeah. Oh, where'd I put that lid at? Oh, God, that's gonna come. Was that bad? Oh, that might have been bad. Where's the lid? Anybody see where I stuck the damn lid? Oh, God. Oh, that's coming back up. Oh, Lord. Nah, we're done with that. Did I throw the shit away? Oh. Oh, this run's already getting better. I throw that shit in the trash. Where the hell did I put the lid at? I'm so confused. I did throw it in the trash. All right, we down to our last objective. Still 10 lives remaining and plenty of time. There's no way Zara fails at this point. Quit playing around and get it done, Zara. Hurry up. Oh my God, that was disgusting. God. I am not a drinker, y'all. I'm a casual drinker, and sometimes I can pretend that it's not disgusting. But man, that hit the wrong spot or something. That was terrible. Whoo!
Objective complete.
Oh my, I need some gum. Oh, Lord almighty. Hang on, give me a sec.
Requesting sentry.
All right, we're back. I got some gum. Whoo! Looks like Zara found him a, oh God, that did not sit right. Am I getting, am I a lightweight? Oh my God, you know what it was? I was gonna keep this a secret. No, I figured out what it was. I know what happened. I don't want to tell y'all what happened. I know what happened. I'm not gonna tell y'all what happened. Never mind, forget y'all saw anything. We're gonna move on. Can't do too fancy, like as if Helldivers are regular surviving. 110G impact forces. What do you talk about? Why y'all talk about Star Wars and stuff? All right, Zara. Damn it, we're not gonna. I mean, we can hear a little bit. We got a little bit of sound quality. It sounds like the last update fixed the sound issue a little bit, where it's quiet now, but we can still hear. Oh my God, that did not sit right. Yo, Nick Lima, I know what happened. I know why it didn't sit right. It's because I had a couple of beers earlier, and they always say if you drink beer before liquor, you've never been sicker. And I'm feeling it. I've never done it before. Today's my first experience. Now I know. I'm feeling it. I won't be doing that again. Last time ever. I asked ChatGPT if it was okay to take a shot after drinking a couple beers. He's like, it'll be fine. He lied. Don't trust ChatGPT, y'all. Don't ask ChatGPT silly questions. He told me it'd be fine. He lied to me. He actually recommended it. I'm like, I want a little buzz tonight. I want to hang out with the boys, have a good time on a Saturday night. I want a little buzz, but I only got a couple of beers. I got some shots though. I'm like, should I drink shots first or second? And ChatGPT was like, drink the beer, so how you feel. If you need a shot afterwards, drink it. And that's exactly what I did, and it was a mistake. Never listening to him again. Y'all are really into y'all Star Trek, huh? I did it again. I need to stop with the Star Trek jokes. I need to stop. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Oh no, not ChatGPT. The clinker. Yo, there's so much hate towards ChatGPT. Can you guys tell me the hate towards ChatGPT? Why does everybody hate on ChatGPT? I've asked ChatGPT a lot of questions. He usually gives good answers. Every now and then I need to correct him. I'm going to be honest. Every now and then I call him out and he'll be like, oh, sorry, I see the error of my ways now. Thank you for correcting me, which I find pretty funny. But I don't understand because he does say a lot of things pretty accurate. I don't understand why everyone's vast hatred for ChatGPT. What's that all about? By the way, I want everybody watching to know right now that, yeah, Zara made this mission look a little bit easy, but only the top 10% of Helldivers can actually do what Zara's doing here today. This was impressive nonetheless. I challenge anybody in my chat to do what Zara did here today if you think you got what it takes. You too can be next and get spectated as I watching stuff. People hate ChatGPT because it's trendy. That's what it feels like. It's not as good as Grok 2 or Gemini. And it's based...
Requesting sentry.
It's also based depending on what you're asking.
Calling down a sentry.
Fact check it with other AI, you'll know. It's not really a good statement there, Orbital Napalm. ChatGPT is wrong sometimes, and he's better than Gemini and Grok at specific things.
Orbital inbound.
So, like, if you were to ask Gemini or Grok a nice way to tell a coworker no if they're asking you to do something, I think ChatGPT would be the best, by the way. But if you're looking at straight up analytical data, those other ones are probably better, but that doesn't mean ChatGPT is bad at it. ChatGPT is pretty good at analytical data too. But whenever people say Gemini or Grok is better than ChatGPT, they're specifically talking about analytical data. There's other things you can ask, like how to be nice to someone, or how to, like, for instance, how to tell someone no, but in a manner where you're not going to piss them off. I believe ChatGPT would be the best at that, much better than the analytical ones like Grok or Gemini. I could be wrong though. I'm wrong sometimes, not typically, but I'm wrong sometimes, and I ain't afraid to admit it. Zara out here making the autocannon look really good. I won't be using it. I don't use things just because they're good. I use things because they're fun, and that thing's not fun to me. Keep in mind, ChatGPT can't understand sarcasm. So if it pulls information from a thread where people are joking, yeah, ChatGPT doesn't get all information right. That being said, I can't imagine Grok or any other AI would get everything right either. But yes, ChatGPT does get stuff wrong a lot. That doesn't mean it's all the time. When I say a lot, I mean like 10% of the time, which is a lot for an AI. ChatGPT still gives really good information 90% of the time. All right, Tank, are you ready? You're going to be up next. Tank wants to show off his flag. He's going to do what you did, Zara, in case you're interested. Tank is going to do your flag mission that you attempted and show us how it's done today. Tank is one of the best Helldivers we've had around here. He's got a lot of experience in solo lobbies. For someone who says solo lobbies are boring, it sounds like you don't do solo lobbies a lot. So doing as well as you did here today with very minimal practice in solo lobbies is quite impressive. Tank, however, loves soloing. He's got a lot of experience in solo lobbies, so something like a solo flag mission will be much more on his level. He'll be showing us how it's done today. It's going to be quite entertaining. Tank, you're up next, buddy. Prepare. The double turret probably wasn't a good idea on the raise the flag. I highly suggest, Sarah, not even highly, I just randomly suggest that you attempt that specific flag mission against that strain again. And just let me know if you were able to solo it. If you just told me you were able to solo it, I'd be impressed. If you wanted a rematch and do it again one day, like if you wanted to practice on your own and then you solo it and you're like, this is easy with this loadout, I'd probably like to see it. No pressure though. If you just did it on your own and told me you did it, I'd believe you. I'd be interested. Obviously, you got the skills to pay the bills. Not only did you do a solo lobby here today, you made it look easy. You had us bored. Like, this wasn't even fun to watch. And that's a compliment, by the way. The most boring divers to watch are the ones that are too damn good, so it's not that entertaining. The funnest divers to watch are the ones that aren't that good, so they're constantly surrounded and they're struggling through it with one life left. That's the most entertaining ones. The fact that you were boring is actually quite a compliment for you. This was a really boring run to watch. This is good. This is good, Zara. You got the skills to pay the bills. But yeah, I'd love to know if you could pass a solo spore bug mission. No pressure. It's up to you. But I feel like you could do it. So just let me know, or if you want to do it in front of us one day, also let me know. Completely up to you. We're going to be watching Tank do it next. If you're ready, Tank, let me know. A horde mode or wave mechanic would be cool. We kind of have that. Eradicate missions are kind of a horde mode. I like your idea better than actual horde mode would have been better because eradicate missions are over like 5 minutes, whereas a horde mode would go on for like an hour. An hour of a horde mode would be sick. I agree. That'd be really cool. I specifically would love to see a remake of Helldivers as a survival game. So say you combine the bugs in Helldivers with the game of Ark Survival Evolved. I would love to do some base building in a bug world. Oh my god. Set up a base with some turrets and stuff and farm for resources in a Helldivers world? That would be so sick. I would love that. That would be my jam. I'd play the hell out of that. Try not to get too good so you have to have limitations put on you. You like your limitations, Layden. Quit acting like you don't like your limitations. Underwater missions? I hate underwater missions. I don't even want to read that full comment. I hate underwater missions with a passion. Anytime I'm playing a game like Mario and then there's an underwater mission in like a Mario game or whatever game I'm playing, I hate it. I hate it. It makes me want to stop playing. Sometimes I gotta take a break for a couple days and then come back to it. I hate underwater missions with a fiery passion. That's mainly because underwater missions are usually tied to time limits. So you got to go underwater for so long, and then you have like a 2-minute timer before you can't breathe again. And I can't stand timers. I hate it. I actually hated when I first started playing Helldivers. I hated that every mission had a 40-minute timer on it. I hated that with a fiery passion. I can't stand timers in video games. Like, just let me take my time and have fun. Why does everything got to have a damn timer on it? So a game like Subnautica, I would imagine, would be a little bit better because there's probably not a timer. Because you're in a swimsuit? I don't know. I've never played Subnautica. I'm just saying, I typically hate games that aren't water-based with a water level. I hate those with a passion. Anytime I gotta play through underwater, all I hear is Sonic. Oh my god, that was my first experience, by the way. My first experience ever with underwater missions was Sonic. I played Sonic on the Sega Game Gear, which was like an advanced Sega Game Boy back in the Game Boy days. Game Boys were black and white back then, and my Game Gear was color, so I thought it was so advanced. And anytime we got the underwater missions, you had to like run underwater and then jump up to get an air bubble that's like going up. Oh, I hated it. I hate it. If you missed that air bubble, your run was just over. I hated it so much. That's what started my vast hatred for underwater levels. And then I moved on to Mario 64, and then Mario 64 certified. It certified how much I hated underwater missions. I hated the underwater missions in Mario 64. I hated them with a passion.
Helldiver reporting to the front.
What do we got left? 10 seconds? I guess I'll extract for the XPZs. For the we don't need the XPZs. Back to spectator.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
Yo, Tank, where you at? Yo, Tank. I think I want to, I want to be extra entertained. So do you mind if I modify your game slightly? Because I got an idea. Let's do your game, Tank, but a modified version. I do feel like if you used a mech, it would ruin the, because I'm thinking if it's modified, maybe use a mech. I don't know. I feel like mechs are too good. I always struggle through flag missions myself. I struggle through them. If I use a mech on a flag mission, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ooh, these Phantom Pains are kicking today, boys. Oh, alright, Zara. You definitely could probably pass a solo mission without using metagear, like an autocannon or a cremator. So I don't really know why you say they're boring. It's probably based on something more like you just enjoy having people to talk to or something. I don't know. But my feelings are still slightly hurt, but I'm going to give you the respect that you earned here today. Excellent job, Zara. And don't do it again, damn it. Don't do it again. Damn you, Zara. Call my solo runs boring. This is a damn solo run channel, I'll have you know. That's what we do around here. But you do got the skills to pay the bills. I don't think you needed the autocannon for that run. I think you could have done that shit primary only, which would have been really entertaining, by the way. But you're definitely a top 10% Helldiver. For Tank's run, I might need y'all's assistance, though. So if anybody's online and want to help us, join on me. Y'all join me real quick. Tank, open your thing to, I guess, friends? I don't think you can do public, so we might get randoms to join. I'm going to do it with a 4-player squad. I don't really know how to get 4 people in here, though. Because if you open to the public, Randoms might join. Yo, hurry up and join before randoms join, boys. I need 2 of y'all to join real quick so we can get a full squad here. We're going to have 3 people spectating to make this a little bit harder for Tank. Zara, if you got time, you can join us and be a spectator. I need 2 spectators. I'm going to invite you. I'm going to invite... Well, I don't want to invite random people. They might not know what's going on. I want you guys to know what's going on here. You got a lot of static in your mic, my friend. If you're in the chat right now, if you could join up, we need 2 slots filled. I want 2 spectators so we can have a full lobby so Tank gets a 4-man squad for his run to make it a little bit harder because he's just too damn good at this game, so we got to make it harder for him. If you guys are trying to join and you can't, let me know and we'll try to fix it. Are you on public, Tank?
Yes.
You're the one on public, no? I was. I just asked him. He said he is too, though. If you guys are trying to join and can't, because it says private, let me know. We'll try to fix it. But we need 2 more spectators. We're all just going to be done spectating. But by having a full squad, he should have longer bug breaches. I don't really think it's going to affect his game in any other way besides the longer bug breaches. But the longer bug... Actually, even because it's a flag mission, the longer bug breaches probably won't affect him either. But I kind of just want to do it as a experiment.
Engaging orbital.
I'm not really sure. Moon. I'm not really sure if Moon's a random. Moon, we're doing something very specific here that you might not enjoy if you just randomly joined up. Are you a random, Moon? We're doing a spectator session, so we're not actually playing the game. We're just going to be spectating Tank playing. You're not actually going to be playing, so if you're not down with that, we need to find someone else to fill your slot. We're going to be dead the whole time, spectating Tank. It looks like Moon doesn't understand. I think Moon might be a random. Moon's setting up a loadout right now. Moon, you picking up what I'm putting down?
Destroyer has left.
We need another slot. Somebody get in here before another random joins. We need 1 more. We need 1 more. It might be screwed because a random join now. It's going to say it's a full lobby.
It'll reset.
Oh yeah, it will reset. That.
I don't have all my soundtracks uploaded though. It's just something doing it. What do you do in your free time? I create soundtracks in my free time. What do you mean soundtracks? Like music?
Music, you know.
You make music?
Yeah, he makes music. I checked his channel out. He makes
That's
music.
pretty cool. You seem like a very smart person, Zara. You know what's something I've noticed? People who are really good, the highest level of Helldivers are always very smart. Always. And Zara's up there. Zara, you after witnessing you today, you're a very high level high. You're probably top 5% in the world as a Helldiver, Zara. You're probably one of the top 5%. What's up?
You could probably invite someone too.
Well, I don't know who to invite. Because I got a bunch of people here. If they're not, well, if they're not in the chat, they might not be down to just spectate the whole time, is what I'm saying. Sergeant, get in here! Well, let me invite
He is in here.
I'm already in here. What do you mean?
Dang it, hang on. Who else? Who else do we got? Somebody get in here. Zara, get in here and help us out. Nobody else is joining. Jesse, get in here. I need 1 more spectator. Turkey, are you on? Are you online, Turkey? Are you Turkey on here? I don't remember all y'all's names, so if your name isn't the same as your YouTube name, it's hard to remember like 27 different names.
There,
all right,
okay,
Zara,
yeah,
join.
that works.
Just to confirm, Zara, you're okay to be a spectator?
Has joined squadron.
We're just spectating, just to make his game harder. So the theory is the more people in the lobby, the harder the game is. So we're just gonna be dead the whole time, just watching. We're not actually gonna be helping. All right, I'm gonna bring an extra life. Nobody bring a booster. It's gonna be a solo lobby to mimic that. Nobody bring boosters. And every time you die, every time he dies, you gotta die again. But try not to use an ultimatum. So make sure you have some way to kill yourself. Probably with a primary weapon, because if you ultimatum, you might end up killing Tank on accident. So if you guys got like crossbows or something, try to die, but not kill Tank. Because if you kill Tank, you're really gonna be bamboozled on his run.
I remember that happened to me last time.
It does. It happens sometimes. Sometimes we mess up. All right, I'm running a crossbow for that. Here we go. Good luck, Tank. Tank doing a full squad. Now, is the theory that games are harder with a full squad? From my experimentations, the only thing I've noticed, because I have experimented with this, is the bug breaches are longer with a full squad, but nothing else is really different. And because that's the only difference, I don't think it'll affect a flag mission at all. Because he's already going to get bug breaches the entire flag. I don't think having a full squad is going to affect him in any way. But Tank's got a lot of practice of flag missions, so Tank, you let me know if you feel like it's affecting you. Because I'm curious. We're doing this for science. My YouTuber name is different from my gaming name. You could have just joined, though, Jesse, if you're trying to help. You could just join up. But yeah, most of the people on YouTube have a different name on their Helldivers than their YouTube. I actually played with Wall Bounce the other day, which last night, if y'all missed the stream last night, I had a very interesting game where I played with Tana, Wall Bounce, and Strider something or another. And I played with Wall Bounce for the first time, and that's interesting because Wall Bounce is one of the only content creators that I actually kind of watch. And I say kind of because I don't like watch the full content. But I find his playstyle very entertaining. The way he ducks and weaves and stuff, I find him very entertaining. Anyway, why'd I bring it up? I had a point. I completely forgot why I brought it up. Somebody said something.
You were talking about names on YouTube and their in-game name.
Wall Bounce, which is his name on YouTube, was nowhere near the same as his name on the game. His name on the game was something completely different. I'm like, who is this guy? I had no idea. His name was so much, I was thrown off. I'm like, how are you going to be a content creator and you don't match your content with your YouTube name? How does that make sense? That shit threw me way off. So that was weird.
Is it like his in-game name is like ground sliding or something?
I don't remember what his name was. I wasn't looking at it. But I noticed that when I looked at the names, I didn't know who they were until Tana's like, oh, this is Wall Bounce. I'm like, oh, word? And I'm like, wait, why isn't he called Wall Bounce on here? That's so strange. So I don't know, I just thought that's really weird. As a content creator, normally your YouTube name is your brand, so you normally want to put your brand on everything you make. I just thought that was weird, but the dude makes great content nonetheless. I got nothing bad to say about Wall Bounce. He's one of the better content creators in my opinion. All right, we're gonna watch Tank here.
One of the reasons could be that they don't want to be recognized if you got like to some degree of popularity.
Maybe he wasn't on his main account. That's possible too. Maybe it was another account. I have no idea. I didn't ask. I just thought it was interesting. Because every time I make a new account on anything, I always make sure it's the same name. Always. Because this is my brand. Solo Army is my brand. So I think it's just strange to like change the name up. Yo, he's already got the flag to the top. This man is cooking. So far, like I said, I don't think there's any difference at all between a full squad and him actually doing solo. This is an interesting experiment, though, because normally when we do these spectator sessions, the people that I spectate, if they lose, and it's usually only the people that lose the run. Some of the people that think they're better than they really are, they'll end up losing a run, and then they'll complain. They'll say, well, you were in the game, so it was really a duo, not a solo, so I was getting more bugs than normal. And I always have these arguments with them where I'm like, well, I do solo runs a lot, and I do spectator runs a lot, and I personally don't ever see a difference between the two. And in this flag run, I think Tank got one heavy this entire run, and he's kind of just chilling. I don't really feel like I see the difference either. Now, Tank would know better than me because he's a solo enthusiast, so he's always running solo. So he would know better than I would. After this mission is over, I'm going to ask his opinion on the matter, and we'll go from there. But through trial and error, I've experimented with full squads versus solo. Well, full squad being dead, of course. While everybody's dead, it does appear that the game still acts as a solo game. And with everything except bug breaches tend to last like a little bit longer. So normally if you're solo at the beginning of the game, now as the game progresses, the bug breaches do tend to go longer and longer as the game progresses. But as a solo diver, your first bug breach is typically around 30 seconds long from my experiment. If you're diving with a full squad, your first bug breach is going to last 45 seconds to a minute. So it does seem to increase your bug breach length. But on a flag mission, that doesn't matter at all. So I'm assuming we're not going to see any difference at all between whether Tank was here solo or with a full squad. But that's why we're doing it, because it's partially for experiment, because I'm curious. When I was added my account on YouTube, I did not realize it was different from Xbox account. I did it 12 years ago. I'm not good with technology. I think you could change names. You should be able to change your name on YouTube or your name on your console. Me specifically, I like to keep all my names the same because I like to stay organized. But if that's, no pressure if you guys don't want to. I'm just saying it's very, very hard to keep up with your guys' names if you got a different name for every platform you're on, right? So like if you guys are like a Death Killer 12 on a game, but your name is Pretty Princess 16 on YouTube, it's hard to put those two things together. It's hard to match that don't match up, you know what I'm saying? So like it gets confusing, especially when you got a lot of people to keep track of it. I feel like people go, he don't care about his fans, he don't remember me. Well, it's hard to remember 12 of you, all right? You got 12 different names, and I got more than one person to remember. My memory ain't great, all right? I'm surprised I remember any of y'all's names, let alone having 3 names apiece. Just saying, I feel like that needed to be put out there. Tank going around closing all the bug holes, which begs the question. I don't typically do that. Do you find that closing the bug hole? You know what? He's muted right now. I am curious though, if you find closing the bug holes make. I assume you wouldn't do it if you didn't think it made it easier.
Affirmative.
I don't typically close the bug holes when I do these flag missions. Maybe that's why they're so damn hard for me. I just let them live. I'm like, I'm gonna get bugs anyway. Who cares if they spawn from the bug holes? I'm gonna get them regardless.
Solo, it's to make it so I can clear that area, come back, and just start the flag without having to worry about any bugs spawning.
So you take out the bug holes, leave, and come back. That's an advanced strategy. I hope y'all learning something here today. Man's out here using his noodle. Now I tell you what, I got 3 Helldivers that I call my knights. They're my 3 Helldivers. If we get new content and it's too hard to complete, they're the 3 people I call upon. Tank is one of them. I got Tanks, Rooks, and Laden. They're my 3 knights, and they're the people I can rely on to be any piece of content that gets thrown our way with relative ease if I got all 3 of them, in all honesty. Tank is my tactical runner. Rooks is right in the middle of both of them. Laden, so Laden is my skill runner. He runs a pure skill. The man is like Neo from the Matrix. He's the chosen one. Then we got Tank, who's the tactical runner. He isn't really on the same level as Laden with skill, but he could probably out-tactical Laden. No offense, Laden. This man's got the tactics. This man's a tactical genius. He could probably out-tactical you if y'all went up against each other. There's a chance Tank could beat you with pure tactics. I see you, Tank. And then we got Rooks, who is almost on the skill level of Laden. He's very skilled, but he's got to use tactics like Tank does because he's not quite on Laden's level. He's getting there, though. I see you, Rooks. You're climbing that ladder. What was my point? I think that was my point. Those are my 3 knights. I feel like I had a stronger point than that. I don't remember what it was. If I had a point, I don't know if I said it or not. We're gonna move on. Oh, I think my point was whenever I'm spectating Tank, his games look easier than normal, and I never know why. And it's tactics like this. Yes, you're a knight, Rooks. Yes, that's one of the things I said. 1 life down. He's got 5 lives remaining. So the reason I brought it up was there's things that Tank does that I don't realize he's doing. Like today, he was closing the bug holes and then he ran away. And I didn't know why he was closing the bug holes around the objective and then running away until he just explained it to me. And he's a damn tactical genius. He closed the bug holes, ran away so he can come back, because while there's bug holes up, there's heat in the area. If there's heat in the area, that means there's going to be guards in the area. If you get rid of the heat, you can get rid of the guards. So now when he goes back, there's going to be no guards, which means he can start the flag and get some good flag progress going without having to worry about bugs at all, other than fighting the entire time. Very tactical, my friend. I learned something here today. I love it. All right, a lot of Bile Titans in the area. These Red Titans are a massive problem because they do have more health than normal. By the way, fun fact about Red Titans, you can't actually one-shot Red Titans with things that you would typically one-shot Titans with, like EATs or Quasars. It actually takes 2 shots rather than 1 with those weapons. Even a headshot from the Ultimatum won't one-shot one of these Bile Titans, which typically does do that. That being said, these Bile Titans can be one-shot in different areas. But what I'm trying to say is they have higher health than normal, so they're much harder to deal with. And you get a lot of them. You get a lot more against the Spore Strain. You get a lot more Titans than you would normally, and the Titans are tougher. That being said, they are less deadly. The spit from the Titan does knock you over, but it doesn't really kill you. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Whereas the spit from a green Titan can insta-kill you if you're just standing in front of it, not really moving. It's pretty hard to insta-die to a Titan spit. You gotta kind of just be standing still. But just know it can be done. Alright? We're out here discussing tactics, and I'm just telling you tactical how the bugs worked, alright? Listen, if y'all got any questions, we got a lot of knowledge between me and my knights in the chat. We got a lot of game knowledge. There's almost nothing that we don't do, or we don't know in this game. So if you guys are curious about anything, feel free to ask. I'm here to help. I love to be a teacher, and if I don't know anything, I'll have one of my knights help you guys out if you guys are asking for things very specifically. They have a lot of game knowledge that you wouldn't even think about, like reload cancels, stim cancels, and a lot of high-level stuff, along with a lot of low-level stuff, like you can take out objectives completely with a Scorcher from a distance. You don't even need to go near a flyer nest. You can do that shit with a primary weapon. So we got a lot of advanced knowledge and a lot of low-level knowledge. If you guys have any questions at all, like, how do you deal with flyer nests? This is a good question, by the way, for anybody new to Helldivers. How do you deal with a flyer nest? I always feel like they bamboozle my runs, and every time I come across a flyer nest, I don't know what to do. We would have some excellent answers for you if that was your question. So feel free to ask any question, whether it's good or bad. I would love to hear y'all's questions, y'all. Let me know. Let me know if y'all got any questions. We're great teachers around here. I have a need to share my knowledge. Yeah, Rooks has that. Rooks has that need for knowledge dumping. I see you, Rooks. I used to be like that. I used to feel like I had to knowledge dump. I've lost that desire. I'll probably regain it, though. I think I've lost that desire because normally when I find something new, I instantly get on a live stream the next day and be like, yo, look what I found out! So I'm just constantly dumping the knowledge, so I never need to release that load. That load is always released. It never needs to be re-released. Alright. Tank is down 1 life. Now, it does say he's got 20 lives, but there's 3 of us, so it's going to be 20 divided by 4, because there's 4 of us, not 3 of us. 3 of us is dead, 1 of us alive. 20 divided by 4 gives him, what, like, was it 20, was it 5? 5 lives remaining, and he's running a little bit low on supplies here. No supplies in a backpack. 2 stems left in his pocket. If he doesn't play his cards right, he could go down again. Probably not gonna. It's Tank. The dude's very, very good at surviving. I'm gonna be honest. Tank is good at this game, but his specialty is just surviving the game. I don't see him dying here, but he is down to his last stim, so anything's possible. 500 kg land in the area. Damages the charger, but doesn't take it out.
Requesting tac pack.
What do you mean stalker nest? Would love how to deal with a stalker nest. That is a good question from Rooks. Not up and downers. What do you throw a grenade into the hole of a stalker nest to kill the stalker nest. So could you be more specific on what your issue is dealing with a stalker nest? Is it like how to find the stalker nest? Because we got answers for that. Is it how to deal with the stalkers themselves? Like, I'm sure you know how to close a bug hole. Stalker nests are just bug holes, so I don't think that was a question. So can you elaborate a little bit on the struggle of the stalker nest, up and downers? Just elaborate a little bit more on why that's difficult for you. We only got 33 likes. Yo, y'all ain't liking the content? Y'all don't like it here? Damn, I thought I was doing a good job today. I wasn't even supposed to go live on a Saturday. I'm like, I'm going to be here for y'all. Apparently, y'all didn't want me to go live. Now I know. Next Saturday, I'm going to be ditching y'all. I didn't know I was supposed to be here. Yo, I just realized Tank brought that plasma grenade launcher, which is a really interesting choice. I would have never brought something like that for a sports train. That being said, it's just not my style. I'm not saying it's a bad weapon. It's probably a pretty good weapon. It's just not my style. I should probably try it out. It actually looks pretty fun.
Yeah, so it's the PP.
It's the what?
The PP. The Punisher Plasma. PP.
The PP?
Yeah, the PP. As Commissar Kai calls it.
I don't typically talk in letters. I typically give my chat shit for talking in letters. I'm a console player, right? We're very simple-minded around here. I just want to say, right? Because people love to talk about how console players are... Oh, he blows himself up! The shirt you are wearing, where did you buy it from? It is a nice shirt. It's actually, like, multicolored, which you can't really tell. Hang on, let me show you. And it's got dog hair all over it. If I get closer, y'all might see my dog hair. Let me give you a closer look. And I probably got it off Amazon or something. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I'd have to check. But it's like I don't think you can see it. My camera quality too shit. It's like, it's got some nice, you can see it like there. So it's like kind of like dark blue and like light bluish, a little bit blackish. I love this shirt. I think it's really nice. I love this shirt. Not really sure where I got it. I got to get back to you on that one. Probably Amazon though, just looking through. I do very specific like cotton shirts for streaming because when I use my controller, I put it on my chest and it slides around if the shirt is too slippery. So I need like a cotton shirt that'll grab the controller so it doesn't slide around when I'm holding it against my chest. So I'm very particular with my shirts. It's a nice shirt. This is one of my favorites. Yo, we're up to 40 likes. Let's go. We got 50 people in here. We got 40 likes. We're almost to a good ratio. Almost. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll have as many likes as viewers. Probably not today, but we're working there. We're getting closer, all right? I'm hopeful, all right? I'm hopeful and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the likes that I have received, even though they're not as much as I would have liked. I'm grateful nonetheless, let it be known. All right, Tank is down 2 lives. He's got 4 lives remaining, working his way back to his next objective. 1 flag done, 2 remaining. Does he have what it takes to finish this off? Also, we are doing a full lobby. If anybody's just joining us and they're wondering why we're all dead and we're not being revived, That's because Tank is not a necromancer, so he doesn't know how to revive dead people. I'm just playing. This is a solo sesh, and we're testing out if you do a solo run with a full lobby, is the game harder or not? We're doing this for science. We're trying to see if this is going to be a harder game or not. I don't think it is, but I don't know. That's what we're here to test. We're here to find out for sure. All right, so Tank appears to be at his objective, but he can't start the objective because there's an ion storm going. So he's just kind of chilling, trying to stay stealth. Trying not to get spotted till he has to. Tank is going to want to get as much flag progress as he can before the bugs start spawning. It's a really good tactic. Clear the area, leave, come back when there's no bugs there, then get the flag going. And if you can get like a quarter of the way up, you're in pretty good odds to get that flag complete. Tank is a very tactical player. And we're learning him tactics today. I, too, like to take out these little lights. Those little lights, by the way, when there's a bunch of dust up like there is, if you can see the area, there's a lot of dust. The reason he took that out is the lights sparkle off the dust and make it a lot harder to see. So those little plants that give off light are very good to destroy if you're in a dusty area. Especially if you're locked into that area like you would be on a flag mission. I do the same thing. I always destroy all of those little light plants every time I show up to a dusty area like this. We learned all the tactics today. All right, Tank has began the flag, trying to stay in the area. A lot of stuff happening already. Might be kind of hard. Throws an orbital, throws a little bit far, though. Misses the Bile Titan. I think he killed an Impaler with it, but now he has 2 Bile Titans to deal with while he's surrounded. This is going to be very difficult. I'm going to see if he can clutch up and hold it down here, but it might be a lot to ask for. 3 Bile Titans now. He's got Bile Titans on every angle. They're literally left, right, and center. Bile Titans absolutely everywhere. He might be 4. There might be 4. I don't think this is savable. I don't know. This is going to be very... Oh, is that a 500 kg? Wait, 500 kg could save it. 500 kg taking out 2 of those 4 Bile Titans could put in some serious work. Taking out all 4 would be better. He takes himself out instead. Interesting. All right, that's going to do a pretty big reset on his flag here. We'll see if he can recover. All right, back to Tank. Let's see if he can get a recovery going here. 12 divided by 4. Looks like he's got 4 lives left. Did I do that math right? 3 lives. He's down to his last 3 lives, which puts him halfway through his lives. He started with 6. He's down to 3. Halfway through his lives, still 2 objectives left. I don't know if this is harder because there's more people in the lobby, or if Tank is just struggling because he sucks. I'm just playing. You don't suck, Tank. This is a very difficult mission.
That was just bad RNG. Yeah,
that was a lot of Bile Titans. I was very interested to see how you're going to deal with that. I know that the 500 kg would have been the best way to deal with it. But they do let you down a lot. My experience with 500 kgs, they like to land on mountains. And even if they land directly next to a Bile Titan, for some reason, don't kill the Bile Titans half the time. So 500 kg was probably the play for that situation, or a Hellbomb backpack. But it didn't work out. He killed himself instead of the Titans. It is what it is.
So you did not want me to make it easy, so that's why I didn't bring it.
Well, I just didn't want you to bring a mech. You could have brought some better stratagems. What, Hellbomb back? I would have loved to see a Hellbomb backpack. That's a really unique strategy. We don't get to see that a lot. Yeah, anytime you guys want to run a Hellbomb backpack or a solo lobby, I get excited. We don't see a lot of Hellbomb backpacks, and I think it's a very, very cool stratagem. Except for Hellbomb missions specifically. So the bot front has a lot of missions that are very specific to, okay, he's not gonna be able to make it back. Whatever, I feel like, all right, well, Tank, since we no longer have a full lobby, give me your input. Do you feel like this was any different than doing a duo or a solo? Do you feel like the bugs were any different at all? It was exactly the same, right? Yeah, on a flag mission specifically, I don't think it's different. I think on a regular mission, your bug breaches will last longer. That's the science that's the conclusion I've come to from science. That I think if he wasn't doing a flag mission, his bug breaches would have been a little bit longer. But I literally don't think, from my experiment, I don't think there's anything different at all between playing a lobby solo or playing it with teammates who are dead. Now, if your teammates were alive, that's a different story. If everybody's alive, for some reason you get Heavy City and nothing spawns but Bile Titans. You get 6, 7, 8 Bile Titans in a row if the whole squad's alive. But for some reason, when they're all dead, the game treats the game as a solo lobby, except for the length of bug breaches, which I haven't fully experimented on, but it seems to be the only difference between a spectator session like we're doing now or an actual solo sesh, is the bug breach length. Seems to be the only difference. For anybody curious, we like science around here. We do science sometimes. That's okay, Zara. I think we concluded our our experiment, so I appreciate you helping us out there. Much appreciated, my friend. Take down to his last, what is that, 2 lives? 3 lives. Last 3 lives, 2 objectives to do. This is going to be kind of hard to do with 3 objectives. Running a little bit low on supplies, too. He's only got 1 supplies in that backpack. I think he threw a new backpack down, though. So that's going to give him a lot of supplies if that's what he did. The biggest problem here, for me specifically playing against the Strain, is ultimatum shots. It's very difficult to keep up with ultimatum shots if that's your only anti-tank, which Tank brought 500 kg as well, and Orbital. So that's going to help him with anti-tank as well. Typically, I would only bring Horde Clear and rely on my ultimatum as anti-tank, but against the Spore Strain, you get so many heavies, it's really hard to do that. Layden, we have come to the conclusion. Oh, we're down to our last 2 lives. Oh no, it's down to the wire. Layden! Tank is out here attempting a Spore Bug flag mission, and he's got 2 lives to do 2 flags. So, it's one of them moments. We'll see if he can get it done. Alright, let's head back to the flag site. It looked like the flag was about halfway up. He's making it kind of hard to get in there, though. He is struggling to get back. Never mind, he was back the whole time. My game just glitched out. Looks like we have, I think, 2 Bile Titans in the AO. Flag just over halfway. Should be to the top any second. Actually, it might be the top already. Once that flag gets to the top, it's going to stop the bug breaches. We have a Bile Titan. We have 2 Bile Titans and a Charger. Ooh, Tank might go down here. He dove in front of a Charger. He's down to his last life. Still 2 flags to go. Against the Spore Strain, he has a lot of heavies to deal with, making the Spore Strain flag probably the hardest mission in the game. Give or take the, that damn bot mission. Yo, what's that hard-ass bot mission called? Anybody know? That hard-ass bot mission where you gotta transport the bars? What's that thing called? Is that even hard anymore? I heard if you just run smoke grenades, you can do it without fighting anything. I don't know, though. Because I tried that shit with a full squad the other day in my Tana stream. And everybody ran smokes but me. I was just killing stuff. And we didn't get the mission done with a full squad. So I feel like that mission's going to be hard even if you run full smokes. Yeah, rapid acquisition. Acquisition?
I feel like it's easier if you run gas.
Can you do it, Sarge? Can you do that mission solo? I want to see someone do that solo.
There was a video out there by the guy called Cringe Enthusiast. He did that solo.
And he did it with gas?
I think gas was a part of it.
Well, here's the thing, though. You can run gas armor to take no gas damage, but they recently nerfed gas. Some people call it a buff. It definitely wasn't. It was definitely supposed to be a stealth nerf. They recently nerfed gas, so you're slow. So now if you gas the area out, it actually slows you down 25%, making that mission even harder now.
That doesn't matter that much for rapid acquisition because it's the bot front. You don't throw gas on yourself. That's not gonna do anything to the bots because they'll be shooting you.
So I figured you'd just throw gas mines on your path, and if anything gets near you, they would just hit the gas mines.
Yeah,
no?
I really don't. I think he run the rocket sentry as well. I gotta look at that video back. It was also before when the rapid acquisition got a nerf with spawns.
Can I have a gander? Oh, Rooks, you want to go next? If Tank doesn't pass, yeah, I'll let you go next, Rooks. Now, granted, Tank wanted to bring a mech, and I told him he can't bring it. So Tank would have 100% passed this mission if he would have brought a mech. I want you guys to know Tank had this in the bag with the build he wanted to bring, and I told him I don't want to spectate that, specifically because I'm not as good as Tank at this game. I'll admit that I'm not as good as Tank, and I know I could pass this mission with a mech. So I don't want to see someone who's better than me do some shit that I could do. All right, we gotta take that shit next level. I don't want to see you mimicking the same build I would bring. I could pass this mission with a mech. Mechs are so good. The new Lumberer mech and the new Shield mech, oh my god, they're so good at dealing with the bugs. Cringy Enthusiast, what? From funny to full rage bait at that point? The bugs broke that board. The bugs broke them. I won't bring a mech. I save my disses for later. Disses? Well, I didn't think you would bring a mech. I'm just saying, I feel like it needs to be said that Tank is only struggling through this mission because I put limits on him. I just feel like that needs to be known. Tank definitely would have passed this mission if he would have brought what he wanted to bring. These crack bugs are not fun. I agree. I don't have fun on the crack bugs either. I can agree with that. They spawn 7 Titans on you and keep ragdolling. Yo, what was that? That thing looked like I was going through the mountain. By the way, Lily, just so you know, the 7 Titan thing only applies for team gameplay. When you're playing solo, you don't get 7 Titans. You get like 2 or 3, which is still a lot to deal with. But the 7 Titan thing is only for team gameplay. And if your team's helping you with Titans, the 7 Titans shouldn't be that big a problem. All right, Tank gets it done. He's got 1 life and 1 flag. Oh my God, he can pull this off, boys. It is down to the wire, but it's interesting nonetheless. Yeah, stay on the flag is the hardest part for sure. Whenever you're playing against bugs, you always want to run away, which is why the flag missions are so hard to do on the bug front. Cringe Enthusiast hates the sport. Yo, why does everybody keep talking about Cringe Enthusiast? Is this guy like a really big... I've never heard of him before, by the way. Like, no trash talk. Is he like a really big YouTuber or something? How does everybody know this guy?
He's a pretty decent solo player, and as I said, he has soloed the Rapid Acquisition before. So he had an interesting build where he ran Supply Pack, Tesla Tower on the bot front, and Rocket Sentry along with Gas Mines. And he has
he said, Cringe would say, I'm not going to complain about this game, and then complain about the game. Is that true? Is that true, Sarge?
Yeah. That's pretty funny. Like, the update broke him so much. Like, he usually has like a loadout. His videos have like 2 parts. The first part is where he talks about his loadout.
Layden says Cringe Enthusiast is the only person to have completed rapid acquisition in a video solo without smoke.
Yes, that is true. He ran.
I thought you were going to say he was the only one to do it.
Did not have smokes.
Well, I mean, I feel like gas is better than smoke, though. I'm kind of with you on that one, Sergeant. I think gas is better.
Yeah.
But people like to compare gas and smoke, and they're like really it's like comparing a pineapple to an apple. Like, they're not the same. Gas confuses stuff and makes them, like, just gets them confused, and it damages. Smoke just kind of makes stuff, they're not confused, it just makes them miss. Smoke makes things inaccurate. Gas actually confuses things. But gas does damage too. I don't really think smoke and gas are on the same level. I think gas is significantly better. But smoke is really good. Nah, I'm going to stand by my first statement. Gas is just better. I don't think there's any situation where gas wouldn't be better than smoke. I can't think of a single advantage to running smoke over gas.
Like, when it comes to combat scenario, yeah.
Well, I come to any, I can't think.
Before smoke.
Well, if you're saying stealth, then yeah, I guess that would be the one scenario. But I don't personally feel like stealth requires smoke. I don't think smoke helps stealth that much. When I was doing a 0 kill video, smoke was good only because I couldn't use anything else. So smoke was good. But if you're doing stealth, I think throwing knives are significantly better than smoke grenades. I would never run smokes over throwing knives if I was just doing like random stealth. I really don't think smoke is very good in this game. And I love smoke, so I do wish it was better. I wish, like, on the bug front, they could bug breach. You could smoke out, run through the smoke, and break the bug's ankles. That's just not how it works, though. And against any other front, like the Illuminates or bots, you could just, if you get a reinforcement wave, you could just run away. You don't actually need smoke. You could just run away and break their ankles. So smoke, in my opinion, smoke feels rather useless. At that point, isn't that just apple pie? Do they put pine? They don't put pineapple in apple pie. They just need to expand the radius and maybe duration of some smoke. Smoke just doesn't do enough. I don't think it does. It doesn't do enough. Smoke doesn't do what it's supposed to do.
It's more like an AI issue where, like, they make the smokes almost not do anything. As, like, you know, if you play a PvP game, they kind of do the same thing. Like, you would just shoot through the smoke.
Nah, smoke is pretty good in PvP games. It is an AI issue, like what you first said, because, I don't know. Because it's not about them shooting through the smoke randomly. That's not the issue. The issue is, if you run through the smoke, you should be able to just ninja vanish. But the AI is designed to track you for a set amount of time. Unless you're in the bug front, which the AI, once you're spotted in the bug front, the AI is programmed to chase you no matter what. They're just, you would have to run so far from the bugs, they despawn, or else they'll just never stop chasing you. So smokes are borderline useless against bugs. I say borderline because they do have a very, very niche use before you're spotted by them. But against the other factions, The other factions are programmed to follow you for like 30 seconds. So if you throw smoke and you're hidden for 30 seconds, they'll stop following you. But they'll still follow you through the smoke for 30 seconds straight, which is an issue. Like I feel like that's really bad design. They shouldn't be able to track you through a smoke. It will make them less accurate, but I don't know. I don't think the accuracy thing's the problem. I think it's the tracking thing that's the problem. All right, Tank is completely out of lives. If he goes down at this point, his run will be over. He's on his last flag, and he's getting some good progress done. Never mind, he's leaving the area. So we'll see if he can get this last flag mission done without dying. If he does go down here, his run will be over. And Rooks will have to take over and show us how it's done. Rooks, did you really want to do a run? Because I'm going to be honest, I didn't plan on streaming that long today. I'm already an hour over how long I planned on streaming. I was just going to do a short... I don't typically stream on Saturdays. I was just going to do a short one today. Did you really want to do... We could probably do yours Monday, Rooks. I don't think I want to do another one after this. I tried a burger one time that had ice cream in it. A burger with ice cream? Ew. I'm not a big sweets guy, though. I like savory, so putting anything sweet and anything that's, like, salty really bothers me. Like, people who put pineapple on pizza. Oh, my God, I can't stand that. Yeah, we'll probably put off to Monday. I didn't expect to stream that. I don't typically stream on Saturdays. I was just supposed to stop by to show y'all some love today. Today was supposed to be a special day. This stream has been going a lot longer than I was anticipating.
Did you know there's fried ice cream?
Yeah. Yeah, we have that around here. They don't actually fry the ice cream, by the way. They fry batter and put it around the ice cream. But it is called fried ice cream. That's right. Maybe you changed my mind. What did I change your mind on? Oh, I changed your mind on solo runs being fun. The only excuse for someone saying, by the way, this is my full opinion. The only excuse for anyone ever saying that solo runs aren't fun, the only valid excuse is if they say solo runs aren't fun and then they say because they like playing with other players. They find it boring to play by themselves. That's a valid excuse. Any other excuse to me is just someone's way of saying that they're not good enough to enjoy a solo run. Because if you're really good at the game, you enjoy the challenge of a solo run, in my opinion. But it is a very valid excuse that some people just don't want to. Some people get lonely. If you get lonely, that's understandable. That's a very valid excuse for not enjoying solo runs. But I'm glad I could change your opinions, Era. Solo runs are super fun because the solo runs are a skill check. Playing with a squad, you could be the worst one in the squad and win every single game. And I like the knowledge of it's possible to lose. If you're playing with a full squad, the skill has nothing to do with you. It has fully to do with how good is your squad. Unless your whole squad sucks, in which case you have to be very skilled to carry your squad, which is always fun. But the majority of the time, you're going to have some sort of sweaty on your squad, making the game not challenging at all. So solo is a great skill check to see if you're actually skilled at the game or not. Even if you're playing with a duo, you can suck and still win. The only way to skill check yourself in a game like this is to play solo. I enjoy the challenge of solo runs, but I wish I have company as well. Well, the best way, and I think everyone can agree with this, literally everyone. Me, I love solo runs, Rooks, Tank, all of my best divers. I think everyone will agree with the statement. The best way to possibly play this game is to join a group of randoms who are failing a mission, absolutely struggling, think there's no way out, and we have all that solo experience, so we know we can do it on our own. We join them, save their game like a damn hero, and then hear them rejoice and go, oh my God, that guy's good. He absolutely, and just praise us for saving them. There's no better feeling than hopping into a random game with a bunch of randoms who think there's no way they can win, saving them, having them win, and having a holy crap, how was that possible? No better feeling. No better feeling. That tops a solo run any day. The problem is, nowadays, you don't get a whole lot of randoms that are bad at the game. Nowadays, the people left over in Helldivers are typically sweats, unless you lower the difficulty, but if you lower the difficulty, the game gets a little bit too easy. So it's hard to find games like that where you're the solo carry of people that need a carry. It's just hard to find them. So solo running is the second best thing you can do. But they kicked you? They kicked you after you run the mission? That's messed up. Solo runs are fun, not gonna lie. I get lonely mid-match. Yeah, I do. I do the same thing, I'm gonna be honest. I do the same thing. If I practice a lot of times, especially if new content comes out, I'll practice solo runs, like off stream. And a lot of times I won't even finish the run because I'll just be bored. I'll just practice the hard parts, like if it was a flag mission. I'll do a couple of flags, I'll raise them up, and then I'll get to the extract, and I just won't finish the extract. I'm like, I did what I needed to. I seen what I needed to see, and then I'll just leave the game, and I won't even finish extracting just because I'll be bored. Yeah, playing solo can get lonely. I typically use it as a practice sesh. But you're not really lonely if you're doing solo runs like this because you got all of us here to spectate you. You heading out, Jesse? You have a good night, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the support. Tank does have that flag all the way up, just has to clear the area. He's struggling though. If he leaves the area, he's going to be resetting that flag, causing more bug breaches. Looks like he's getting knocked out of the area, resetting that flag progress a little bit. Flag halfway down. That's a huge reset. Tank doesn't have any lives left, by the way. If Tank dies, it will not respawn him, even though it says 1 reinforcement. Tank has no lives left. He's going to have to do this flawlessly. He does just about have it done, but that Bile Titan's turning out to be a huge problem. A Charger as well could be a problem. Lobs the ultimatum, misses the... That's a huge miss. That's a really big problem. Wow, he took him out, though. No!
Oh, he went out! Oh, no.
Damn, that's a tough way to go out. Excellent try, Tank. Saturday, I mean Monday, we'll probably do more solo runs, though. If you want to get another retry, Monday. Tomorrow, for you guys that like solo for solo and not for Helldivers, I know there's a lot of y'all out there. I see you guys. Y'all are real fans. Tomorrow, yeah, I guess if you want to, Sergeant, you can go try to finish the mission for him. That could be interesting. Or you can just die so we can see his kills. I'd like to see the kill count. Tomorrow, if you guys want to join me, tomorrow I'll be streaming Far Cry, one of the Far Cry DLCs with Yetis. I think it's called Yeti Hunter. Far Cry 4 Yeti Hunter, one of the funnest DLCs. You gotta kill Yetis and stuff. It's super fun. I'll be doing that tomorrow. I'll probably do one really long stream. It'll probably be very long, like 8 to 10 hours, where I try to do a full playthrough. If we don't make it, I guess we'll finish it Wednesday. But that's what we'll be doing tomorrow, and I'd love to have you guys for tomorrow's stream. Sarge, come on, man. We try to see that kill count. Appreciate you. Yes, tomorrow will be a Far Cry day. Far Cry is one of my favorite series of all time. I have done almost all of the DLCs on Far Cry. And I have done a full playthrough, which is on my channel somewhere. I'll probably put it in the playlist if it's not. I've done a full playthrough of Far Cry 3, which is, in my opinion, the best story. Not even my opinion, everyone's opinion. Far Cry 3 has the best story of all the Far Cries. So I've already done Far Cry 3. I haven't done a story playthrough of any of the other Far Cries yet, but I plan on it. Also, Metal Gear is super fun. I also plan on doing Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, which is interesting because it's about a dude that loses his arm and then gets a prosthetic. So it's like my life. It's me becoming a badass with a prosthetic one day. So I definitely plan on doing that too. I got a lot of ideas for story missions. But before I go into full stories, I like to get rid of the DLC because the DLC you can do in one day, which I think is fun. So tomorrow we're going to be doing Yeti Hunter DLC. Holy shit! 1,074 kills. Excellent show and Tank. Great job, my friend. Great job. It was an excellent run nonetheless. All right, boys. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'm going to try to be on by like 9 p.m. Eastern, but it might be a little bit later. It might be 10. I don't know. So just wait up for me. I'll be there eventually tomorrow night for some Far Cry. I'll see you guys then. Back to Helldivers on Monday, y'all. Have a good night, everybody. I'm out of here.
Destroyer has left.